sound like Apocalypse because it's gonna catch up in the mic and everything.
Nothing
Hey,
but the highest quality.
what do you know? Who do you know? Do you know who it is? It's Vic and Hope every day for the rest of forever. Here we are. It feels like yesterday since you saw us last, I'm sure.
Really?
It feels like literally no time has passed at all.
Daily staple in
It
your
just
life.
zipped on by this entire year that we haven't made any videos.
Hey, Sport, what's up? It's your absent aunt and uncle. We just came back from the store. We got a couple brewskis. Do you want one?
We got cigarettes.
It's
we got
Thanksgiving time.
brewskis.
It's about time you had your first beer.
Yeah. Oh, today we're drinking, just got us a new Nespresso machine. An expensive, fancy espresso Keurig.
It's
For the uninitiated, you know, it's a pod machine that makes little espressos. Because a good espresso machine is going to cost thousands of dollars.
Thousands of dollars.
And we are,
requires a lot of technical skill.
Yeah,
that I
we're
don't have.
we're coffee queers, and so we
I can do a
drink that
pour
shit.
over, but I don't have the espresso.
But it's better than so it mats
know-how.
out. So this machine's like $400 on Black Friday sale, you know. But if I'm spending an average of $10 per coffee now, after we get specialty coffee at local places and you have to leave a tip, and it ends up being like $10, which to people who don't spend money, it's already
Seems
this is
insane.
so ridiculous. It's so fucking ridiculous. So my math is, I would say maybe 2 or 3 times a week besides the weekend, I'm going out and getting myself coffee, and it's a fucking problem.
Yeah.
But I become depressed if I don't leave the house, so I want to leave the house and go get something, and I need caffeine, and I fucked up the old coffee machine by not washing it for a very long time, and so the coffee is disgusting. Anywho,
Right.
all that to be said, I'm a bougie little fuck, and I like my tasty coffees. So, if I'm spending $50 a week on coffee because we go out on the weekend and we get a coffee on Saturday and Sunday, and then I'm getting 2 to 3 on average per week, $10 each. I'm spending $50 a week on coffee.
Yeah.
So I pay off this
Pay it off in
Nespresso
10
in
weeks.
4 weeks.
Oh.
What?
Yeah.
No, 8 weeks. 8 weeks, yeah.
Something like that.
8 weeks roughly, at $50 a week. So, I need to stop drinking so much expensive coffee. It's not that I need to.
No, you need to,
it's
but it
that
would be
I
wise.
should. It's the principle. Because I'm at the point where I don't have to be cheap, But it would be good to be cheap, right? Like, no
Well,
one wants to just blow all of their money.
It never hurts to spend less money than you make by an increasing margin throughout your life.
Yeah, what should we name our character? So we're playing Pokemon Scarlet. Or Pokemon Violet, rather. Should we name him Nespresso?
Yeah, let's name him Nespresso in honor of our fucking Nespresso machine. Lovely. That was probably the most... That puts us in a completely other class of unrelatable fucking lib idiot.
I guess
think.
so.
I really
I mean,
think
you
it
do
does.
have to be kind of a fucking bougie little bitch to have an espresso to begin with,
Yeah, yeah. The first Nespresso machine we got from his teacher at ODU, who is a bougie little bitch.
Yeah, he is a
and he
bougie
just didn't want it
bitch.
anymore because he got a better one, and so we got his little hand-me-down.
Yeah, because I went and
Nespresso
helped him
machine.
move for free. That was
Yeah.
the extra context. So I was paid
So-
in a Nespresso machine.
Context of people who own Nespresso machines not looking so
Yes,
good.
and he is a fucking douche, so...
Yeah, doesn't reflect well on you as a person, but
Yeah.
But
alas, I like my bougie little coffees. Shit, I
As
forgot to
do
color
I.
my hair. I'm gonna color
But,
my hair.
Yeah, I also try to maintain discipline and only go out and buy a coffee like twice a week.
Discipline!
And then I make my pour over at home every other night. And do protein shakes in the morning, because gotta get those gains, kids.
Hope is smart and she has her shit together, and I just never will. Alas, I buy an espresso machine. And you know what? I've got money, and I can buy it. No one can stop me.
I mean,
It's totally
as long
fine.
as you stick to the plan and use it every day instead of going to get coffee,
Yes.
it will eventually be a good investment.
Yeah.
As long as you stick to the plan.
I hope I do. There's no telling, Who knows?
It's a 50-50 shot.
It's a
honestly.
50-50 shot indeed. Who the fuck has white eyelashes?
Gojo.
Gojo! You were so fast with the response.
I've been trained by Twitter.
Uh,
I don't even
Gojo
like
exposure.
Jujutsu Kaisen. God.
that ghost exposure.
Gojo exposure.
Mm,
I don't even like Gojo. I don't particularly think he's that great of a character design.
yeah.
Come for me, but
But very relevant to the story at hand.
very
that we will
relevant
get into.
actually.
Did they add all this? I don't remember all this.
I don't know. You can be a little Twinkie cat boy.
I'm a Twinkie gender ambiguous.
You're a Twinkie cat they them.
I'm technically a female,
Mm-hmm.
So, you know.
But, like,
Oh, you can't
Pokemon
do a
doesn't
beauty
make
mark
you
and freckles.
choose.
Yeah, it is the same gender ambiguous body regardless of what you do.
Which is fine, because it's a child.
Yes.
And there's no reason for
Well, I mean, it's not like
child
they've never in a Pokemon game aged the character, you know?
But
Only
you
the
know.
anime did that.
Like, you know it's a child.
But, like, I feel like you could
Yeah.
project any kind of age range onto the character. Because
No.
It's an insert
I,
from
a
you.
31-year-old adult woman,
I mean, it's
cannot
not.
project
I'm not
myself
saying that they're
onto the
31.
base.
I'm saying that it could be a teenager or whatever. Like, it doesn't have to be a child.
No, it's a child. If you're sub 24 years old, you're a child. I'm sorry.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't make
UVA
rules.
Academy.
Oh,
It's the
I go
University of
there.
Virginia.
That's my school. I go there.
Yeah. God, I wish we could skip all this shit. Anywho, so what are we
let's
what are
talk
we
over
sitting
it,
down
'cause it
for?
doesn't
Yeah.
fucking
What are
matter.
we here for?
What are we here for?
I wish there was a turbo
what
button
did we
and it
just
could just
spend
auto-
like? What did you just spend like 10 hours setting this up to do?
I don't even know anymore. We went to
Yeah.
Japan again. That's why we're here. Because last time
Yeah.
we completely
we utterly
failed.
failed to document anything about our Japan trip.
Yeah, which was obviously my fault. But, because, yeah, we sat down with Pokemon Sword and Shield and recorded a few videos last time. And then my plan then was to, like, edit the photos or video over it, which was obviously way too much of a daunting task. And I remember at the time, like, the computer just wouldn't handle it. Like, it wouldn't handle the footage. And it was just like this whole clusterfuck, and then by the time I got it working, it was just like, it had already been months and it was exhausting, and there was no point in continuing. But anyways, so I devised a new setup this time, which is to just plug a phone in to OBS and capture off the phone, and then we could just live swipe through the pictures now, and just get it over with.
Indeed.
So that's what we're gonna do. That's what's on the left. That's
why
Hope's
you're
phone.
seeing what you're seeing on
Yes,
on this
this
side of the
Hilariously
screen.
grotesque picture of me.
You'll get to see all my candid photos of Victor
Yeah.
that I take.
All the most candid,
All the
hilarious
time.
pictures. And we're gonna play Pokemon at the same time, so
and
that
we're gonna play Pokemon.
you have your Subway Surfer
Yeah.
runner video to react
Subway
to watch.
runners going on in the background. Well, really the top of the screen. Us over here if you want to watch us, and then photos on the left.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Shadow's in frame. Check it out.
Oh, yeah,
Shadow's
Shadow.
here.
Well, I guess
Scrungy
you can
old
see him.
Shadow.
That's the scrungy old Shadow from my childhood, because our... I guess we could catch up a little bit on, like, general life stuff that's happened at
I think
the time.
that's probably
since-
fine. Hang on. I gotta get... oh God. Ah! It's since Shadow's in the shot. I gotta get Knuckles too.
Knuckles! Respect Knuckles!
There we
So,
go.
yeah,
They can be boyfriends, it's fine.
I'll do a little recap
Oh, God.
of everything that's happened since, because it's been a while since Cantent, and
Sure
one of the
has.
Cantent characters is very, very relevant to this story. And I think it's been long enough since Cantent that I can speak on the end of Cantent a little bit, even though...
Oh my God, I didn't realize we were gonna be getting so spicy and
Yeah,
controversial
Nate,
today.
best guy ever, hates talking about anything regarding any of this, even though it's literally not even a big deal.
I thought this was just gonna be us recapping the trip, but we're digging into the
Well,
drama,
I might as well
boys.
recap
The
some of the last year.
drama!
But there's no drama. It's, you know, I think everyone kind of got the idea of what happened,
I
which
think,
was
yeah. I'm
that we
teasing.
were doing Cantent, and then Beatrice Trixie had a big idea of traveling the country in an RV, and me and Nate were like, that sounds like it's not going to be very conducive to continuing Cantent, and we don't really want to deal with that. And so creative differences, the show was over, and it really was not a big deal at all. It all ended amicably.
I mean, if you think about it, the RV really was the Yoko Ono of this group.
Yes, the RV was the Yoko Ono. But anyways, all that to say, post-Cantent, us and Nate and Michelle became good friends, and we hung out all the time, you know?
Because they had moved down here anyway.
Yeah, they had
So-
moved down here, you know, not necessarily to do Cantent. They just, you know, thought it would be fun to move down here, and Cantent was a byproduct of that. And so Cantent ended, and they were still around for a while, and we would all hang out and have a good old time.
Yeah. We do
Except for
weeb
Trixie, she's
activities.
long gone. God knows where she is. You all know as much as I do.
Yeah, if y'all follow her Instagram, you know what she's doing as much as we know what
Yeah,
she's doing.
exactly. Vega gypsy out there in the Wild West.
Yep.
But yeah, but Nate and Michelle eventually did move away. I will not, disclose where they moved to,
obviously
but
not
they
doxing them or
moved away, so they're not around anymore as of this summer.
Which is sad. We already had our sad moments, so.
In the meantime, my parents did move back to where we are, and so that's how I ended up with Shadow and Knuckles, because I went through all of our old childhood bullshit and pulled some things out that were funny. So I got a bunch of Pokemon cards.
He pulled out these crusty, fucking dusty Shadow and Knuckles, and he was like, "Oh, I'm gonna put them in with your stuffed animals. My stuffed animals that have lived a life of privilege, that have lived in a clean environment, that are regularly kept in tip-top shape. These guys have been living in a fucking storage bin for the last decade. No, they don't get to live with my clean, nice stuffed animals that have been kept in pristine condition. It's not happening. They're segregated.
Okay,
I
thought you would be excited about Shadow and Knuckles like I was.
Not while they're gross.
Well, we can clean them.
I am excited. I like them, but they need to be clean if they're gonna hang out.
Well, you didn't
I'm doing eugenics right now.
You just stuck them in my room.
Because you can clean them. They're yours. Why is that my responsibility?
I'm just saying, you could have communicated what the problem was.
I told you the day you brought them home, and you said, "Oh, they can sit in our room with the other stuffed animals." No, they're not. No, they're fucking not. No. That's not happening.
Alright, everyone's gonna think that we're having a domestic argument.
We are! We're picking our favorite children.
Yes. It reminds me
Can
of
they sit with your
the
stuffed
good old
animals?
days of the Digi and May show, where I remember sometime they made some comment about how apparently we are always arguing, and I thought that was hilarious.
We're always
that
arguing. Always.
Our goofy little bickering on Vic and Hope is arguing.
Oh my god, these heated arguments about which stuffed animals are allowed to be in the bedroom.
Yes,
oh my god.
Very heated. Not goofy and fun at all.
Not at all
or,
being
played
fucking
up
silly.
for
because we're both 30-year-old adults who don't actually care that and have stuffed animals in our house at all. It's already...
Speaking of, so we went to Japan.
So we went to Japan.
Where we did get lots more stuffed animals.
Where we bought more stuff. Of course.
So,
the important things.
We did go to Japan with Nate and Michelle.
Yeah.
Even though they moved away, we planned the Japan trip before they moved away with the intention of reuniting and going and hanging out in Japan together.
We orchestrated the whole thing like adults.
Yeah. What the fuck am I supposed to do in this stupid game? I gotta go outside. I gotta go to my room and get my bag, even though it's just up there.
You fucking idiot! You left your bag upstairs.
Okay,
Fool,
so
put your hat on.
Overarching summary of the plan, so that to give you a framework of what we did, because we planned it similar to last time, which is we started in Tokyo, we spent a week in Tokyo, did a couple day trips out of Tokyo, and then we went to Hakone for a couple days. We went to Kinosaki, which is way the fuck across the country.
Yep.
And then we came back to Osaka as our new home base, and went to a few other places from Osaka. And then flew home from Osaka to Tokyo, Tokyo back home.
Yes.
And just like last time, we left out of the Philadelphia airport, which is like 5 hours away, because it's way cheaper than flying out of our airport. I'm trying to figure out how to lead into beginning our story. Can you help me get our story? I don't know, because it was... One of the funny things about talking about this Japan trip is that there was an element to the first one where everything was new and interesting and exciting. And so, when we sat down to do the podcast, I wanted to go over it in meticulous detail, front to back, of every little thing and our whole thoughts and experience on it, because I had all these thoughts on everything. But now, it's the second time, so I don't really have interesting things to say about literally every aspect of it.
I sat down and told my mom an hour and a half version of our entire trip.
Okay, but we spent maybe 3 or 4 hours getting through the airport to day one when we actually were recording our podcast of the trip.
I think that's perhaps a little overkill. I don't think anyone actually wants to hear that anyway.
That's where I'm I don't know where to start. But it was, we did have an interesting time in the Philadelphia airport. We drove up, we stayed the night, got up there first thing in the morning. And then that airport was hell on earth.
It was utter mayhem. I'm telling
Mayhem?
you. Mayhem. Yeah,
Mayhem. It was utter mayhem.
I was referencing. Never mind.
Oh,
it doesn't
is it a
matter.
reference?
It was a yes.
What's the reference? Everyone wants
some
to know.
obscure fucking TikTok, I'm sure, that
of
put this in
course.
my brain, and now I want to say mayhem when I say mayhem. I don't remember exactly. What is anything? Memory
I wish
is
I
not
had both
real.
of our phones, because I think I have a picture of the mayhem. Oh yeah, I had the little vlog I recorded.
Oh yeah.
Because at first I was thinking I was gonna
Victor
vlog,
started out vlogging.
and like I had a pretty good
Can you
feeling
guess
that
how
I wasn't
long
gonna
that
remember
lasted?
to do it. I mean, it sucks. Vlogging fucking sucks, and it's
Yeah,
awkward
it's
and
really
stupid.
fucking
And it's
awkward,
really
especially
annoying when you're with other people.
Socially not well adjusted.
And when you're with a group, you feel like I gotta put on my vlog voice, and then it's like you gotta be
vlog
loud
voice.
in Japan, which is annoying. You
Yeah.
don't want to be fucking loud in Japan. It just sucks immediately, and then it's like, oh well, I missed this, and this, so what's the point of even doing it anymore?
Yeah.
So I
I'd
have
say
a
maybe
few
it lasted,
vlogs
like,
from the beginning.
the first 3 days of
Yeah.
Japan. Then it was no more.
Really, the first two, mostly in the airport. And then it was just like, this is so fucking awkward. I hate this. Because it just, you feel like
Well,
everyone's
In the
awkwardly
American
waiting
airport,
for you.
I feel like it's not a big deal because
Oh, yeah,
everyone's
there
being
it's
obnoxious
fine,
in the
but it's-
American airport. But once you're in Japan, you're kind of like,
I mean, even just hanging out with friends and vlogging is weird,
Yeah,
It's just like, oh,
it's a solo
now I'm
activity.
vlog guy,
Yeah, for sure. But it's okay because in redemption of that, eventually there is forthcoming a Nate Best Man video. That
Don't
will also
spoil Nate's
encapsulate.
stuff,
I'm
you
not gonna
can't-
tell them anything, but like I'm sure he's talked about it.
Did he talk? I don't think he
Yeah.
talked about it. Anyways.
I think he talked about it in Discord. Well, you can cut this out if you want. How
Well,
about
I'm
that?
not, but no one will watch this anyways. Anyways, moving on.
Well, surprise! If any of you,
Yes.
all 5 of you,
I failed to
listening
vlog.
this,
That's the point. I failed to vlog.
there will be alternative content you can watch that will give you a similar narrative that Victor failed to deliver.
I don't think that's the intention of what he was talking about. Anyway.
They'll get the idea. They were with us the whole time. It'll be the whole thing we did.
That's not what he was doing. He was doing Anyways, continue. Literally, please move on.
Okay. Anyway, it doesn't matter. We failed. We failed the vlog. There is no vlog. Don't expect a vlog from
Yes,
us.
there is no vlog because I suck at vlogging. And I don't like it, and it's stupid. So, there you go.
This has completely derailed me from my thought process, so
Yes.
I don't even remember what I was saying.
Me either, because we talk about vlogging too much. I love you.
Anyway, the
Yes.
airport.
The airport. Yes, it was fun.
So TSA was absolutely fucking awful. You would think it was their first day being in airport and figuring out how to get people through TSA. Our flight was at like 6 a.m. So we were at this airport at like 4:30 or 5, like really, really fucking early. And we're like, oh, it'll be so early that like no one will be there. It won't be a problem to get through TSA and get to our flight in time. No. We get there and there's like already fucking hundreds of people in this airport trying to get through TSA, and the TSA agents are like trying to direct people where to go, but they're telling people to go like to the wrong place. They're sending them down this flight of stairs that didn't connect to the line whatsoever. So they're like having people go down this flight of stairs and then come right back up the flight of stairs to go all the way around this loop in the airport to get to the end of the line. And there was a guy behind us who was talking to his friends, and he's like, oh man, I heard this line is 3 hours long. I'm gonna miss my flight. This line is like 3 hours long. We're gonna miss our flight. And I'm sitting here, and I'm like, there's no fucking way this line is 3 hours long. Like, it's long, but it's not that long. Like, you're not gonna be in here for the next 3 hours. That's insane. And Victor looks at me, and he's like, what if he's right? What if we miss our flight? I'm like, Victor, it's gonna be fine. This line is not gonna be... Because it was moving. It was a long line, but it was moving.
I don't understand where that guy got this
But
idea
this
and this
man had it
information.
in
He
his
was
brain.
freaking out.
He was losing it about how he was gonna be in this line for the next 3 to 5 hours, and he was gonna miss his flight. And he's doom scrolling about this flight the entire fucking time. He's like, I'm gonna miss my flight.
Which guy should we get?
Quaxley.
No.
Why'd you ask me then?
Quaxley sucks.
That's the point.
The choice is between Sprigatito and
It's
Fuecoco.
Quaxley.
You want?
Have you used Quaxley yet?
No.
Well, there you go.
Quaxley fucking sucks.
Well, this is your third run. Use Quaxley.
Fine. You're just mad at me, so you want me to choose Quaxley?
That's what you get for derailing my thought process.
I'm sorry. I just didn't, because Nate's doing a thing and it's not a vlog. And
I know it's not a
secretive.
vlog, but they will get the narrative of the trip.
I don't know that that's what he's gonna do.
He
though.
said he was constructing a narrative. He
Yeah, but
literally
it's like
said
in
that.
his weird Nate way, you know?
Oh my god.
Anywho, I'm sorry.
Why did you even bring it back up? I had moved on, and you brought it back.
Well, because it was an elephant in the room now, and the audience needs closure. They need to know that we're not mad at each other.
I'm gonna give you closure.
Yeah.
Do we do
You gonna
divorce
close my
papers?
face? Divorce papers? I love you.
I love you. Anyway, this man was losing his marbles behind us the whole time, talking about how he's gonna miss his flight because he had heard from a buddy that this line was 3 hours long. Oh, we're not gonna make it through this line. Da 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 da. We're in the line for like an hour. We're totally within plenty of time to get to our flight. There was literally no danger whatsoever.
Now, I mean, it was fascinating how ridiculously long this line was.
it was really
it
long,
was like,
but it was moving.
how? How the fuck
Like-
did they fuck up this bad?
Yeah,
It
they
was
fucked
amazing.
up, but they kept it moving. So I
Yes.
mean, like
they kept
I
it
can't
moving by disregarding all
fault
safety
them.
precautions and just letting
Yes,
everyone
by
through.
just shoving people through.
Just shoving
But
them through.
honestly, I mean, you know, TSA is kind of bullshit anyway, so that's fine. I don't care. If it's my time, then I guess it's my time. But we get through this line in like an hour. It's not a problem.
God, I can't believe I chose Quaxley. Why did I listen to her? Guys,
This is why you can't ever
we've
listen
got
to
Quack-
a woman.
It's okay. We can just get rid of Quaxley at some point.
Yeah,
to
he
make
doesn't
room
even
for
have to
more
stay
cool
in your
Pokemon.
party. It's fine.
But I'm gonna get attached to him even though I hate him.
You need a
Damn.
little Stockholm
Look at that
syndrome.
Look at that poor fucking cat. It's depressed. It's got no
Dog,
home.
isn't your rival gonna have Sprigatito?
Yeah.
So then it's fine.
Yeah. Well, the rival has Fuecoco, and then someone later gets Sprigatito. I think.
Oh, I thought your rival got the Pokemon you were weak to.
No, they don't do that anymore. Now the rival gets the one that's weak to you, and then they'll give that one to, like, someone else later. The fuck am I doing? God damn it. I hate this stupid game. No, I love this game. This game's great.
Anyway.
Start is so fucking stupid.
So,
I gotta go down to the beach.
all that to say, the guy is scrolling behind us. Just a hater. The guy scrolling, doom scrolling. The guy naysaying behind us.
Naysaying.
Full of shit, as
Yeah.
usual. I don't know why anyone listens to what some fucking dipshit in line with you is saying. What do they know that you don't know? Absolutely nothing. They don't know anything that you don't know. Shut the fuck up and just chill. It's fine. It's like 5:30 in the morning. I do not have the energy to deal with your negativity. I was just ready to be on that plane and fucking go into Japan.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And we did.
And we did. There was literally no problem. We got on our plane. We went to Toronto, Canada, the Great White North. We got to spend a couple hours in the Toronto airport.
I tried to buy something and they were like, "Do you have like Canadian dollars?" I was like,
Fuck a
"Fucking
Canadian
what the
dollars.
fuck's a Canadian dollar?"
Dollars are the American
Bruh.
denomination for money. In
Bruh.
case you didn't know.
Get the fuck out of here with your Canadian dollars. I got American dollars.
Actually, did you mean to
bitch.
say USD? Because that's how it's pronounced. Like USD's nuts. Because you're a
Yes.
fucking Canadian. And we had so Nate and Michelle met us at the Toronto airport, and we were sitting at the bar waiting for our flight, and just the gayest little the gayest little bartender was there, and he was great. Just watching him do his little thing, it was fun.
I'm amazed you remember the gay little bartender.
He was super gay.
He was so memorably
He was
gay.
super gay and super Canadian, and so
You're gonna
I
remember
thought it
so
was
many
funny.
details that I just can't process
because
anymore.
we were looking at the menu, and Nate commented on poutine because we were in Canada,
and he was all poutine.
and the guy, and he like looked at us, and Nate like made some sort of comment about it, and he just kind of like laughed it off, and I was just like, oh.
But he laughed it off gaily.
He laughed off very gaily.
Very gaily.
He flicked his wrist,
Yeah.
and the whole 9 yards.
Hope spent a lot of time thinking about this very gay man.
It's just something I remembered about the Toronto airport was this gay fucking bartender.
Nice.
It was,
Well,
it
glad
was a good time.
he had such a strong impact on you.
You gotta remember the characters that you meet
Yeah.
on your trip, like gay poutine bartender. All
Yeah.
right? That's what's important. It's the people you meet along the way.
Gay poutine bartender, yes.
So we hung out with the gay bartender for a little bit.
And he served some poontang with
Yeah.
his poutine.
You know,
Yeah.
and then We took our big long flight from Canada to Japan, and it was fine.
Yeah,
There
it
was
just feels like
nothing-
your entire life is the flight.
Particularly eventful. The picture that's on the screen right now is Victor in the Toronto airport.
Oh yeah, do you have more pictures in the Toronto airport?
I don't think so. I think it's just this one.
Oh, you didn't get the whole thingy?
No, what? No, I don't
Oh.
think I did.
Okay. Okay. What's that? What's that curse thing?
Oh, I was trying to take a picture outside the window of the plane. You can see the wing.
Oh, it's too
The
dark.
wing right here.
Oh, there's the wing. Yeah.
But the lights in the cabin were on, and it was dark outside, so the reflection of the lights in the cabin created like a ghostly image at the top there of Victor and my hand holding the phone.
Nice.
So that was a certified boomer moment, I suppose.
Mm.
I'm so envious of Michelle's ability to.
See, there's more of us.
Oh, what's on the
You got more
plane? I
pictures?
don't have anything else in the airport. Because
Yeah,
in this
anyway.
picture, we were in this like weird echo chamber outside of the Gucci store in the airport.
The Gucci store in the airport. I love it.
I'm just like, I don't understand. There's like an Armani exchange and like a Balenciaga store and a Gucci store in the airport. Like, why? Is it because you don't have to pay taxes?
Yeah.
There? Like, that's fucking
Probably.
stupid though. Like, do people like I'm gonna make an unexpected Gucci purchase in the airport because I'm not paying taxes on it?
It's for, some rich fucking first class's mistress to be like, ooh, I want Gucci because the flight's gonna be too long and it's your fault. So you're getting me a Gucci sweater.
When you fly your mistress out,
Yeah.
but the flight is too long, so you have to get her a Gucci purse.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's like when I forget an undershirt and I gotta buy one at the airport from the convenience store, but for rich people.
But for Gucci bag, yeah, but for people who have like a lot of money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, I got a sandwich. Thank God.
Oh, hell yeah. Very nice. Oh, why was there a picture of Lala here?
Did your mom send it to you? Or
No,
she got
my
her
mom
tongue out?
didn't take any pictures
Are
of
you
Lala.
swiping backwards and not forwards?
No.
Oh.
Oh, maybe I am.
There you go.
How could I be though?
Yeah, that's the right order.
Oh yeah, no, okay. Oh, here it is.
I'll say that's
Here's
before
the
airport.
Gucci acoustic dome.
The Gucci acoustic dome in the Toronto airport.
So you just stand in between these two like walls that are tilted in towards each other, and it creates a big old echo chamber.
Yeah.
It's very silly. I'm not sure who built it or why. Oh yeah, just 6 pictures of me in the Gucci echo chamber. Perfect. Picture of the Toronto airport. Tim Hortons.
There you go. See, you got all kinds of pictures from the
we
airport.
did the Canada thing. We got Timbit. Well, we didn't get Timbits.
We did not get the tidbits.
What did I get? Fuck.
You could
I got a Starbucks coffee and some sort of thing that I ate.
wasn't it like a savory pastry or something?
Ooh, was it like a croissant with
It
something
was like the
in it?
jalapeno savory pastry.
Oh yeah, it was like a jalapeno cheese
Yeah.
croissant. It was pretty good. The jalapenos were actually a little spicy.
I do
so-
have vlog footage of a review of the
of Tim Hortons.
And there's like the fucking. It was very quickly when I realized that vlogging wasn't gonna work because the airport announcements just kept fucking going over us talking, and I didn't want to talk loud at the airport. I was like, this is just the worst. This is
Yeah.
not gonna work.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not gonna wear like a mic all day. It's gonna be so stupid.
Yeah.
Ugh.
So yeah,
Vlogging sucks.
we did do #1 Canadian tourist activity and get some Tim Hortons.
Yeah.
Oh hey, and then here's all of us on the plane.
Yeah.
I'm extremely envious of Michelle's ability to sleep in transit.
Oh yeah.
This bitch slept the whole flight. Like, once we were like 2 hours in, she was out. Out. I can't sleep on planes. I'm so fucking jealous. It's horrible. What a curse. What a rough life I live, honestly. Oh, this was showing off the lovely amenities. We had a pillow and a blanket on this flight. Very bougie. Total, thank you, economy class at
Yeah.
Air Canada, who we would later come to resent. We'll get to that, though.
Yeah. The pillow was good for lumbar support.
Yeah, the pillow was good for lumbar support.
What did you watch on the plane? I don't remember.
Oh my God,
Oh yeah, I played Baldur's Gate.
You played
and
Baldur's Gate. I watched The Mummy,
I slept a bit.
The Mummy Returns.
Yeah.
Oh, I watched a lot of fucking shit-ass movies because
we
I was
watch-
trying to sleep.
No, we watched more on the way back with me and you.
We
I don't
watched
think I
more together on the
anything.
way back, but I was watching
Yeah.
stuff on my own on the way there. Oh, I watched The Flash.
Oh god.
Oh, it was so bad.
I was like
it was so
playing
fun.
games and watching other stuff, and I kept looking over, and it was just like the most uncanny, ugly thing I'd ever seen. And it felt like it just went
Oh,
on and
it
on
was
and
so
on
good.
forever.
I'm so glad I got to watch Flash on like a 14-hour international
that's what
flight.
it's made
That's what
for.
you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
That's how it's meant to be consumed. So I'm glad I was doing things in the way Marvel intended.
Yeah.
It was good. So
Alright,
it was a
we're
long
in the
flight,
game.
but not anything too bad. I took a picture of all of our luggage for some reason. I don't know why I did that. Oh, there's Victor. We had just arrived at the airport, and then we had a whole kerfuffle because when we came in, Vic and I had already done our customs forms online, and
Yeah.
Nate and Michelle had not. So Nate and Michelle had to go through and do their customs forms and get all that worked out. And then when they finished their customs forms, they walked right past the baggage carousel into like the entry portion of the airport. And so they
Yeah.
didn't grab their bags at all. Victor and I saw the baggage carousel, and we went and got our bags after we did customs, so we were good to go. But we had to spend the next 45 minutes sorting out getting their luggage because it had gone through the baggage carousel and off into the ether. And then we had to sort out getting our JR Rail Pass actually printed.
And the pocket Wi-Fi, because the pocket Wi-Fi was like, the booth for it was buried deep in some fucking
Finding
alcove.
the pocket Wi-Fi booth.
And, like, you can't go to the wrong one, even if it's the same brand. You have to go to, like, the
one they
specific
tell
one
you
that they
to
tell
go
you to go
to.
to.
Yeah.
Ew, Pommy, no, I don't want him.
Boo.
No Pommy.
Shitty Pikachu. Shitty Pikachu.
Trash Pikachu.
Trash Pikachu.
He was born in the trash and raised in the trash.
So true. And then,
Pika trash.
because Nate did not have an iPhone Master Race, he could not get an IC card on his phone through like the Apple Wallet like we could.
Yeah.
So like we had digital Passmo cards, and they don't.
For
so
reference,
for those who don't
yeah.
know, this year they stopped printing like Passmo and Suica cards even for Japanese.
First, explain
citizens.
what the hell those even are and what they're
So,
used for.
if you have public transit where you live, which you probably don't if you live in America, but if you have a train or whatever, and like in DC or in New York, you can get cards that you preload money to pay your fare. It's the same in Japan. That's Passmo and Suica are their cards for getting on their public transit. But they stopped printing them because post-pandemic, everything fucking went to shit. So they don't print the cards right now, and they don't know when they're going to start printing them again, which is why having an iPhone was very handy, because you can just get it on your Apple Wallet, and you can just beep your way through and reload your money on your phone. Takes no time at all. Super easy. Definitely recommend it if you ever travel to Japan. Just get that shit on your phone. Android can actually do it too, which we learned through Michelle, but for some reason Nate never went through the effort to get it on his phone.
Michelle had an iPhone as well.
Oh, she had an iPhone?
Yeah, she had an iPhone.
Android can do it though.
Yeah, we just
We
couldn't
just
figure out how
discovered
to
that.
make it work. Because he did try.
Oh, he did? Okay.
Yeah, because he sat there and tried it while we were waiting in the line.
But it didn't work.
And then he gave up. Now, he didn't try it again later, but...
Okay, yeah. He gave it one try.
He did
and it didn't
give
work.
it a try.
So
in the
he had
line.
to go get a special tourist Passmo card that's good for like a limited time. I think it's like 30 days. But you have to manually reload it, which would be an ongoing theme for the rest of the trip, while all of us were able to just digitally reload our transit cards like that.
Yeah.
Good time.
Nothing a big deal.
No, it wasn't a big deal, but it's just funny because we would like beep through and Nate would be like, hang on, I gotta reload my card.
Yeah.
I'd be like, okay. But this was upon finishing all of that activity. And we finally stopped and we got our first drink from the vending machines, which was a Pocari
Yeah,
Sweat,
we got
because
our
we were all
first
really
Pocari Sweat of
tired
the
and
trip.
thirsty.
Yeah.
And it was
Got
great.
that Pocari.
Oh yeah, me with the Pocari Sweat in my fucking airplane outfit.
I'm like Shinji Pocari.
Yeah, you sure are. Pikachu vending machine. I was just so excited to see vending machines, to be perfectly honest with you. So there's two of them
You know
here.
what's funny is, like, I played a little Pokemon Sword on the plane on the way home, and I was just, like, blown away by how good it looks on the Switch. And
Yeah.
this game just looks so fucking bad. It's insane.
Yeah.
Like, I love this game, and I'm a big defender. But after going from Sword, the older game, over to this...
Like 4 years
like,
older.
immediately seeing both of them next to each other, this game just looks so fucking bad, it's insane.
Yeah. That's why I was like, I don't remember Sword looking this shitty. Because
Yeah,
it didn't,
it looks
apparently.
much better. Anywho.
So yeah, vending machines.
Yeah.
Oh, here was the first cat that we saw on
First
our way to our
cat.
Airbnb. He was super chill. Nice guy. Really decent dude. Definitely recommend seeing him. And that night we had gotten in kind of late. We had finally gotten to our Airbnb and we just wanted to eat fucking something. So we wandered down the street from our Airbnb and found this little ramen shop. And it was fucking bomb because all the little ramen shops in Japan are just fucking bomb for no fucking reason. You can just walk in wherever and the ramen is gonna be off the fucking chain.
Pretty much.
Yeah. These guys were watching baseball. They love their fucking baseball. They were having a good time. They were hooting and hollering for baseball.
Yeah, it was a perfect classic, like, sits 8 people, tiny little place where there's just, like, one old Japanese dude in there watching baseball and drinking beer.
Of the food. It was great. Yeah. It was, like, mostly Japanese people in there when we went in.
Yeah.
But they did have English menus, which means they're somewhat used to having tourists.
And other foreigners came in.
That's what I said. When we walked in, it was all Japanese people. Yeah. But by the time we were leaving, there were other foreigners there as well. But ramen was really good. It was a nice reintroduction to being in Japan. It had some, like, oh my gosh, what are the name of the perilla leaves? The, like, green leaves there at the top right of the picture. I'd never seen perilla leaves really at all, but especially not in ramen. They were really good. So that was a neat little, like, twist on the way they served their ramen. This is just the shop. It had a motorbike outside, which was cool. Oh, yep. The next morning, our first trip to the 7-Eleven.
Yeah.
Gotta love the 7-Eleven. Of course, gotta get your boss, and you gotta get your onigiri.
And your onigiris.
And it was raining a little bit, so we also bought umbrellas.
Oh, yeah, it was raining like the first day.
Yes, it was raining a bit the first day. And it only rained for like an hour, and then it stopped, so we were carrying umbrellas around all day like assholes.
Yep, that's how it tends to go.
Oh, Victor eating a hot dog from 7-Eleven.
Fucking loser.
No,
hot dog.
look how happy he is. Look how happy.
Yeah. Yummy hot dog.
I just took a picture of the train station. Just us.
It's us.
This is Michelle. Sorry, I won't include that on here.
Michelle
dissociating.
Dissociating hard.
If you just let her kind of like go into her neutral state, she'll just kind of phase out.
Can't remember what we did the first day, so I'm like waiting for you to get to the pictures so I can remember what we did.
We were meeting Marcus in Shinjuku
on day 1.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because we met at the coffee shop.
Right.
That's right.
So this was us heading to Shinjuku. And of course, you know, there's the big old Don Quixote.
And we just did like classic Shinjuku shit.
The movie theater that we passed that was playing Godzilla -1. Yeah. And then we went to this little coffee shop called, was it All Seasons? Yeah, All Seasons Coffee.
For context, we did go to that one last time.
We
forgot.
Yeah. We
but
went
also,
to this one last time.
You gotta know that Hope wants to go to a coffee shop every morning, every day. That's just a thing that we do.
We travel,
we gotta go to a new coffee shop every single morning, every single day. So every morning starts with getting a coffee shop.
For Nagoya, Osaka, and Tokyo, I made coffee maps.
Coffee maps.
After researching on Reddit. Thank you, Reddit bros, for all of the recommendations.
Yeah. So if you're a Reddit bro who loves coffee, you know, we're going to give you the reviews for all the Reddit bro coffee shops.
Yeah. This place was baller. I had a ice pour over. It was pretty fucking good. Pretty delicious. We met Marcus here. So our other buddy who was meeting us in Japan, longtime friend of the show, Marcus.
Yeah.
And he was only going to be there with us for like a week, so we were committed to doing a big hangout every day for as long as we would be there together.
Yeah, we did.
Just some cool stuff that I think I saw. Oh, are these guys holding hands? Oh, can you imagine? Can you imagine being in another country and holding hands?
Queers,
couldn't be me.
icky.
Nate and Michelle, really? What are you guys, like, engaged?
Jeez.
Let's see. That's Victor. So we were in this cool little back alley in Shinjuku. And, of course, it was early in the morning, so everything was closed. But it was still fun to walk around. Just check it out. Bottles on the ground. Victor. Sorry, come again. With lots of cool stickers all over the place. There's some cool things that I saw. Cool things.
Hope took a lot more pictures than I did.
I just take pictures of stuff that I think is interesting.
Which is why I was like, let's use Hope's pictures because she'll have like every little thing. Ooh,
so for breakfast, we went to Coco Curry, which is the big curry chain in Japan, which is like 100 times better than basically any curry we can get here in Virginia.
So I was looking around on my phone for somewhere to eat, and then there was like some special street of all food. And it was all closed in the morning. It was going to open later at night. So we do come back to that street later at night, but everything was closed except for this curry place.
Yeah.
And we're just trying to get some lunch.
But
that oyster curry was
fried oysters and curry.
Oh my god.
So good. So
fried
fucking
oyster
good.
Curry.
And it's like $6.
Yeah.
It's the best curry you've had in like 5 years, and it's $6. Whereas here, you go get katsu curry, and it's fucking $20, and it's pretty mid.
Yeah.
And you're just like, I'm gonna kill myself.
Oh, my back hurts. Why does my back hurt?
I don't know.
Ah.
So yeah, maybe with the curry. And then we decided we were gonna go to Don Quixote because Halloween was coming up, and basically none of us had costumes. So we're gonna go to the Don Quixote and try to find costumes.
Yeah.
Oh, here was a little Godzilla peeking over the edge of some buildings. There was Godzilla collabs everywhere. This was insane. Okay, this blew my fucking mind. So, Americans, right? Obviously, there's like 3 guns for every human being in America. So when you go to Japan, obviously, not as many guns, not nearly as many guns, much harder to get guns. So when you walk into the Don Quixote for Halloween, the first thing you see is this huge rack of toy guns. No safety markings, no orange cap on the muzzle to indicate that it is a fake gun. They look like real fucking guns. And they're just out and about for anyone to buy. Never in America would you ever fucking see this. It's truly insane, and it speaks to some cultural differences, I suppose. Cause
Yeah, because
that was
not
kind
as
of
many
wild.
people actually have guns.
Because no one in Japan has guns. Yeah,
Yeah. So
unless you're 3D printing them in your
presumably
home
it's a fake gun.
for nefarious purposes. But yeah, that was just something that I thought was really funny that you would literally never see here. Oh yeah, Tenga eggs, of course.
The Tenga
Tenga, if you want to
eggs.
sponsor us when we make a podcast every 2 years, feel free.
We had many entire like little Tenga shops.
Yeah.
It's quite popular.
You had plenty of opportunities to make a purchase, and yet you didn't.
Yeah.
Shameful. Really missed opportunity there. Real unfortunate.
Yeah.
Of course, they have all the kigurumis in the world that you could ever possibly want, but it was like 80 degrees every day that we were in Japan, and there was no way in hell I was going to be able to survive in a kigurumi. So that was not an option for me, and also not for Victor.
Got some water.
Mm-hmm.
Yay, thank you.
I'm doing all the talking. Why do you need water?
I don't know, my back really hurts.
Okay. Oh, yeah, we went to an arcade, and they had these cool Gundam Overboost posters. With Ariel in the background. Look, there she is.
Ariel.
Hey, no. Bring that back here. Fucking trying to take my water from me.
You're so aggressive.
I'm gonna put the water over here by me so Hope can't reach it.
Well, maybe I intended to take another sip soon.
Well, you can
so.
take another sip when I do.
Then
It's
I'll
okay.
have to ask for you again.
You can take another sip when I'm good and ready for you to take another
God, why is
sip.
my fucking back killing me. This is stupid.
It's 'cause you got a long torso.
Yeah, because my dumb torso.
But yeah, of course, gotta hit up the arcade. Why is what? Oh, I took a video here. This is one of those silly little 3D fucking billboards.
Yeah, 3D billboard.
In Shinjuku. Of course, it looks like shit on
I'll
the
say,
video.
there's no way it looks good on the phone video.
No, it doesn't. Oh, they had some sort of Gurren Lagann collaboration going on for the 15th anniversary, which is insane to say. 15 years since Gurren Lagann, like, Jesus Christ.
We're so old.
It was just like a little cafe. We didn't actually get to go do
Yeah, we
it
didn't
because
go
we
look at
were
it.
fucking running around like crazy people.
Yeah, we
but
were running around.
it's cool to see. They had like a costume cafe thing going on as well, where they were like renting out sexy Jill Valentine costumes or something. Very strange.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, here was the cafe collab menu. I'm sure all this food is fucking gross and just completely mid, but it's cute. Oh, Victor playing this little
Yeah, we went to
piano game.
an arcade.
Yep.
This was what a Taito station.
Yeah,
something.
I want to
Yeah,
say it was
Taito
a Taito
station.
station.
All over Shinjuku and Akihabara and Tokyo and whatnot. Classic Tokyo shit. They're all right.
They're everywhere.
kinda cool.
They got everything. It is what it is.
Yeah.
Victor playing the little piano game.
not a
Marcus
big
playing
fan of the rhythm games.
The drum game.
The drum game was
Well,
neat.
the problem with these rhythm games, especially in these arcades, is that it's so loud you can't hear the
Yeah.
song you're trying to play, and so I get totally lost.
Yeah, there's just a million things going on.
Yeah. But Marcus was jamming out, man.
And there's a learning curve with all the Japanese.
Yeah. And so that night, I had bought tickets for all of us to go see a Stardom wrestling match.
Yeah, the wrestling.
So for those who are not aware, Stardom is an all-female wrestling outfit in Japan. They're one of the, not smaller, but they're like somewhat smaller, somewhat indie compared to like maybe All Japan Pro Wrestling. But they have a couple wrestlers that I really like. Unfortunately, not a lot of them were wrestling that night. But this was a Halloween-themed wrestling event because Halloween was in like 2 days. So I was super stoked on that. So we finished up at the arcade and we headed over to, oh my gosh, what was the name of this venue? I can't even remember.
Stadium. Irrelevant.
No, it's not
Some
irrelevant.
big thing.
But anyway, we went to the stadium for the wrestling match, and we needed a pick-me-up, so we stopped in this other little coffee shop, and we all got these weird hot dogs. So mine was a Florentine dog, and it had, like, eggplant and tomato and zucchini on it. It was very strange. The hot dog itself was not a hot dog. It was some sort of, like, bratwurst. The bread was really good. Wasn't my favorite, but it
places
definitely
have
was
hot dogs
edible.
on like baguettes, and that's very interesting.
Yeah, this was only a hot dog on a baguette situation.
Can't get a baguette hot dog around here.
You could make one, I suppose.
I suppose.
But,
I don't have tiny little baguettes for hot dogs. I guess I could find tiny little baguettes for hot dogs. Oh God, that's quite the picture there.
That's a good
I'm
one.
really fucking hogging that dog.
He is hogging that dog.
Just lurching.
I want to say this was like a chili dog. What was this?
I don't remember. It was whatever I got at that place, but it was some kind of fuck off big nightmare dog.
Yeah, big nightmare dog.
It was yummy.
So here is the little outside decor for the Halloween event. You're not allowed to take video inside, so I don't have any video of the event. But here we all were in our little seats.
It was quite the event.
It was a little surreal.
Yeah.
Because they don't play any music or any commentary. Like, there's no commentation over the
you can, like, very
matches,
lightly hear that there are commentators for TV.
but not for you.
But, yeah, their TV commentary is not played over speakers, presumably because it would, like, cause some kind of feedback loop, I guess, and they haven't figured that out. I don't know. But,
yeah,
like,
I don't know.
TV gets commentary. The
We get
audience
nothing.
gets nothing. So all you hear is the light patter of the wrestling, and then like some occasional cheering when they ask for it. But for the most part, no one
It's
cheers.
dead-ass
No one
silent.
reacts. It's dead silent. There's no music. There's no nothing. It's super
It's so
awkward.
funny. It's just girls running around on a wrestling mat. You hear boom, boom,
So strange.
silence.
And
you'll
then you
hear
can't
them, like,
understand what
shout
they're saying.
sometimes, but you don't know what they're saying because they're so far away.
And it's Japanese. So
And it's
like,
in Japanese. But I mean, yeah. And then, yeah, the audience, no reaction. Just dead silent. Which, of course, as an American is very strange. Because when you go to a live event, you're used to, like, cheering and, you know, being into the thing. But they don't want you to do that. So, you know, you just gotta try and...
it's just
contain
the way
yourself.
Japanese are. They just don't
Yeah, it's just not like that.
interact.
Also, you weren't allowed to have any visible tattoos at this event. Presumably because they were recording it to be broadcast later.
Yeah.
So, me and Victor had to be careful about what we were wearing, because God forbid we offend some poor Japanese youth when they rewatch the Stardom wrestling
Oh no,
event.
tattoos exist.
Oh no, we saw some gaijin with tattoos.
The youth will want to get tattoos and then they'll become hoodlums. Yeah, super goofy, very, very silly.
You can see the costumes.
And it's one of those where there's a
It's
contrast
funny.
between, like, it's obviously meant to be a big silly joke, like no one's taking this seriously at all, you know?
Yeah.
Because it's a goofy time, but then there's no, like, laughing reaction to anything. So it's
Right.
like, what am I supposed to feel right
There
now?
are definite slapstick elements, but then no one laughs, and you're kind of like,
It's very strange.
okay, huh?
But a very fun and interesting experience, for
Yeah,
sure.
definitely super fun. Some of the wrestlers are fucking stupid athletic. It's crazy. The one girl, Donna
pretty
Del
neat.
Mondo. Oh my god, she was insane. Like, just
good old time.
could not fucking believe how athletic
Silly
she
little
was.
jam.
There was lots of matches where like people were wrestling crows or zombies
Yeah.
or vampires, but then of course it's just a wrestler wearing the costume.
Like wearing the shittiest mask you've ever
It's
seen.
so good.
Not
The
even trying to
zombies
sell
are
it at
wearing
all.
like not even zombie masks. It's like a liquor from Resident Evil.
So
Like
random.
what are we doing here? But no laughter. No laughter.
Very
not
fucking,
allowed.
very silly. Lots
Yeah.
of
I
shenanigans.
like I don't remember this girl's name, but her backstory I think is that like she is an alien and also a clown. And she's definitely like a joke character, but I love her. I think she's
yeah,
great.
she was goofy and fun.
She's super fun.
Yeah.
And she was like wandering around the whole match. So here you can see some of the folks that were wearing the masks. So it's like a liquor mask. I can't bring it. There we go. Can I bring it in? Yeah, like
Nice.
a liquor mask from Resident Evil. I don't know. I'm not really sure what they were doing with that.
It was so silly.
Oh, this lady. She was fucking funny. You remember this girl?
Oh, is it the sexy girl that just like does
All
sexy
she does
poses?
is do sexy poses. I don't really know why. I'd never seen her before, but she just goes into the ring and like does sexy poses and like lays and like lounges around.
Yeah.
It's very funny.
It's quite silly.
But yeah, some of the fucking costumes on here are insane. This girl had a fucking cool like Joseph Technicolor Dreamcoat going on.
Yeah. Very, very silly.
Super silly.
Just
super
a
fun.
goofy time.
Oh, okay. I'm trying to like, what was going on here?
Mm.
Just chaos happening.
Yeah, it was the most fun when there was lots of people running around doing chaotic shit. And then it's so goofy because, like, if something's being, like, televised and you're looking at it through the cameras, they can select what you're seeing and what you're not seeing, you know?
Right.
So that it doesn't feel like everyone's just kind of standing around waiting for the next thing to happen.
Yeah, you get a curated view of what's actually happening.
But for us seeing it live, a lot of the time you're just seeing nothing.
Yeah.
You're just seeing people stand around waiting for, like, the script to catch up.
Right.
It's very goofy.
It is quite funny to kind of peer behind the curtain and see how the sausage is made. But it was a good time. I definitely am glad that we got to do that. If you guys ever are going to Japan and want wrestling tickets for something like this, there's a website that they primarily sell sumo wrestling tickets, but they also will special order tickets for English speakers who don't have a Japanese address to events like this. You can just go on their website and email them and request like whatever event you want to go to, and they will buy the tickets for you and mail them to you. So your tickets are in hand when you show up to Japan, which is nice.
Yeah.
But that was a pretty useful resource.
Whoa, glitch!
Oh, jeez.
Here we go. I haven't seen that before. That's fun.
Huh.
Nice.
Interesting.
Nothing like recording this game. You're always gonna get even more glitches than normal.
Should be fun.
We got motherfucking Wiglet. He's an eel.
Wiglet. My wigwog.
Your wigwog?
Yeah.
I'll show you a Wiglet. It's my penis. That's the Wiglet. My penis is now named Wiglet. Have fun with that.
You didn't even get my joke.
Nah, what was your joke? Repeat the joke.
Never mind.
Repeat it.
No. Anyway, moving on.
Well, you ain't just wiggling Dixie.
Yeah.
I want that lightning bird. Does he come out here? I think he comes over here.
I don't know.
I'm not gonna wait.
Okay, so that night we went back to that restaurant alley in Shinjuku.
Yeah.
And it was fucking packed.
It was a fucking shit show. It was clear, like, I had no idea that this was some kind of, like, tourist spectacle, like, legendary
I had a
eatery.
feeling.
But,
when
like,
I saw the decorations, I was like,
yeah, we went back, and it was, like, really aesthetically cool.
very
but it
pretty,
was just, like,
very neat.
so many fucking tourists that it was unbearable.
Everything
then,
was full.
Yeah, we
and, like, you could tell it's the kind of a thing where, the establishments that are, like, coming out and, like, waving you down saying they have openings are the place that are, like, trying to get the tourists.
And that's what we ended
anywhere
up
that
having to
doesn't
do.
want you to go in is probably the place that has, like, the good shit.
Yeah.
But it's full of, like, native Japanese, and they don't want you there.
Most of the places only have, like, 6 seats in a tight row. So we're trying to fit 4 people, which just kind of automatically blocks you out of what are probably the best places.
Yeah.
Because they're all totally full because the place was popping off. So we did end up getting, some people waving us down and being like, oh, we have seats here. Which,
yeah, because there was 5
know,
of us, which
yeah.
is a lot of people to accommodate in small places. I get that,
And, like, Nate and Michelle seemed to enjoy whatever they got, but I remember being like, this is really mid. It was
yeah.
like, some chicken sticks or whatever, but, like, I've had much better.
I just
the
had
previous
chicken
time we
skewers.
went.
It
Yeah,
was
chicken
fine.
skewers.
I had a lemon sour, but I was starting to get a headache, so I didn't even finish it.
Yeah, it was sad, but
But
it's
it was
fine.
alright. It was okay.
It was a unique experience to experience this clusterfuck.
Oh, here we go. You had some
establishment.
fried chicken and some
Oh,
chicken skewers is what I had.
yeah.
But yeah, they were fine.
Yeah, it was okay.
It was totally fine. And we wander around a little more.
The flamingo!
Oh, there
And
it is.
Whooper!
It's just a flamingo.
Get my whole fucking team. We need the Whooper.
Yeah.
I need that whoop whoop.
Flamingo.
Flamingo.
God, it's just a flamingo.
Yeah, he is probably one of the laziest Pokemon of all time.
Very lazy. Oh, and that night we went to Mr. Donut.
Mr. Donut. I gotta say, it wasn't the best Mr. Donut experience.
I was like, this wasn't the best.
It was
Mr.
kind of
Donut. It
well.
was late, so like they didn't have a lot left.
I was
either.
worried because you've been very, very hyping Mr. Donut ever since we went to a ridiculous
I remember it being amazing.
And you're telling everyone it's gonna be so amazing. I'm like, I do remember it, but also it was our first time experiencing that, so it was.
Yeah.
We had, there was a lot of stuff where it was more exciting because we were there the first time.
Yeah,
that's just not gonna stack up the same. And I've had so many mid Mochi Donut experiences in America since then that I was like, maybe they're not gonna be that good. And then the donut I had that wasn't a Mochi Donut was actually really good. The cream one.
Yeah. They did
And
have some really cute
the ring
Halloween
donut was not as
donuts
good.
though, so that was fun.
With any donuts, it's gonna be like, how fresh are they?
And it was
what flavor
late,
did you
and
get?
they were getting ready to close.
Yeah.
So we probably
very
came
mid.
at the wrong time.
Yeah.
But we did not have another chance to go back to Mr. Donut to redeem the experience.
We certainly overhyped it for
So-
everyone, and I didn't even ask for their review because I knew it was mid.
Yeah. I was like, oh.
It's like, yep.
wow.
Hope was like,
It
these
is
are gonna be the
what it
most
is.
legendary donuts you've ever had in
I
your
didn't
life.
say that.
Hope, you literally were saying that.
I did not say
You
that.
literally
I did not
were
use the word
saying that.
legendary.
Well, but you were very, very hyping them.
I
You're like,
was
these are the
hyped.
best donuts ever.
I was hyped for Mr. Donut.
Yeah,
We
I know
came,
you're.
we went at the wrong time.
We love
first of all.
Mr. Donuts, the Mochi Donuts, but it was the wrong
Because
time.
we've had a lot of really mid mochi donuts here.
Yeah,
So I
they're
was
pretty mid in
very
America,
hopeful.
but it was still better than like some of the ones I've had in the past year. But
Yeah.
it was definitely not
Well, whatever.
up to code of what we remembered.
It was a little disappointing, but that's okay.
It's okay. It's just fine.
This is a picture of the dog college near our Airbnb.
Yes, the dog college. You gotta zoom in on that.
So, let's see. Here is this
Dog
giant
college.
golden retriever puppy
This low res
on the
fucking
front
image
of the dog college.
on the dog college.
It was like, and every day at like noon, all these girls would file out of the dog college, like holding all of the tiny little dogs that Japanese people inevitably have, which is just like tiny poodles, maybe tiny chihuahuas, tiny like bichons, like tiny, like all of these dogs lobotomized as fuck. No thoughts. Hardly alive, I think. But they would just carry them around. The dogs, like, they wouldn't even put the dogs down to walk. They would just carry these dogs.
Even at the dog college, they were carrying them to sidewalks and then letting them walk
and
from
then
there.
putting them down, letting them go to the bathroom, and then like picking them back up.
Presumably because the dog college is where they go to get lobotomized.
Yeah, absolutely. That's probably where if your dog needs a lobotomy, I highly recommend this place.
Yeah.
Because they will do a great job lobotomizing your dog. But we would walk past this place every day. So every day we would get excited to walk past dog college.
Yeah.
Oh, here's Yamanote-san.
Yamanote-san, he's my soulmate.
Yeah.
The greatest
Victor
trait
wants
of all
to be in
time.
an isekai where Yamanote gets reincarnated as
Yamanote
a cute
is
anime
just,
girl.
the best train. I can't believe there's not an isekai where all the trains get reincarnated as cute anime girls.
You could be the one to write it.
Yes, Yamanote is the best train.
Here's Nate filming other people on the train, which I thought was very funny, so I took a picture of it.
Yeah.
Because there were people definitely looking at him, and I was like, I'm going to take a picture of him then.
Yeah, very funny.
It was quite silly. Let's see. So we were meeting Marcus again that day. It was first thing in the morning. Cute little shrine. Oh.
Where were we then? Oh, it does the videos on there, yeah.
Yeah.
Nate,
It plays Nate giving a little bit of money to this little shrine. He did a couple attempts to make sure to get it right.
We went out of our way a little bit.
It was close to Tokyo Tower.
Where were we going to? Because we set out to go to a specific place, didn't we?
Yeah. Well, we were meeting Marcus at this coffee
At
shop,
the coffee shop.
which is, hang on.
I'll remember when we get to the next pictures, I guess.
Oh, god damn it. What was the name of this place? This is Passage Coffee. Okay.
Passage.
So
The
we met
middle
Marcus
passage.
here. And this place was also extremely bomb. I had an ice pour over and a cappuccino. And I had some sort of little pastry. Like some sort of chocolate croissant. And that was really good too. But yeah.
The Christ aunt.
Here's Nate photobombing my picture at the coffee shop. But it was very good. Oh, we were going to Yokohama.
Oh yeah.
So
On
today
our way to
I
Yokohama.
gotten tickets for us to go to Yokohama and see the life-size Gundam.
Yeah, the big boy.
The big
the
boy.
honking guy. The biggest boy of them all.
Yeah. This is a desiccated moth that I saw in the window.
Nice.
I just thought he was cool.
All the details.
So we were walking from the train station to the Gundam base.
Yeah, the Yokohama Gundam Factory, as
The
it's
factory.
called. In Yoko motherfucking Hama.
These cool little things on the street.
With all them Yokohama mamas.
There was this cat pet shop we walked past. All the cats were so fucking cute.
Oh my god, they were the best little cats in there.
They're so cute. Oh my god.
It's fucked up how nice those cats were.
They're so fucking cute. I don't know how they make them like cuter than the normal cat, but like they're
Look
so
at them playing!
cute.
Oh my god!
They're so fucking cute. I don't know if it's like
Look
I don't
them
know, they're
cute
stubby little
boys.
legs or like I don't
Because they're
know.
little kittens and they're fluffy. It was all fluffy cats.
They have a
there.
lot of fluffy
Oh
cats.
god, a
there.
fucking Squawkabilly. Jesus
Ooh.
Christ. That's right. We have some awful Pokemon in this game.
Yeah.
What a horrifically unmemorable Pokemon, man.
Yeah.
Squawkabilly.
Do you think that's anyone's favorite Pokemon?
Surely. There's some freak out there that loves Squawkabilly. It's a Squawkabilly freak out.
Nice.
Oh, man.
Look at this cat. Oh my god. Like it's so cute. This cat is obscene, honestly.
It's a fucked up little guy.
Cool little waterway that we passed.
Yeah.
Thought it was real neat. It was real murky in there. Like you could hide a body in there, no
With
problem.
some green ass water. But, you know, is what it is.
Here's a little viewing tower that we saw.
Yeah.
Oh, and here we were. We were approaching the boy. In the
Yeah.
distance, there he
Ooh,
is.
Off in the distance,
Whoa.
the big Gundam.
What a boy! He's pointing. There he is, doing his little dancey dance. So they do a show every, I think, half hour,
Yeah, where the Gundam moves.
where he does a set little move pattern, and then they also play like a little tiny audio drama that's going on
Yeah,
in the
which
background.
is incomprehensible because it's not in
Because it's all in
English.
Japanese, right? But all of them,
Yeah.
like, there's a lot of different ones, so you can piece together bits of a story if you see it move more than once.
Yeah.
But we also bought tickets to go up on the tower itself and see the Gundam from like the hip height and the head height.
Yeah.
Of course, we went to the food truck to get the limited edition bottle. Here's Victor
Ah,
saluting
yes.
the Gundam.
Well, it's because it started playing the song. I can't remember what it's called, but it goes. You know, the Andrew WK version goes. What good would it really do for me to comfort you? Ain't a living soul who could meet your needs. For today, you're alone, standing in the wind. That's all I'm gonna sing for now. But yeah,
Oh, okay.
it plays at the end of the second Gundam movie, where they're. I'm pretty sure it plays then, where the white base is flying over Jaburo or whatever, and there's all the flamingos going over, and it's the sunset. It's like a legendary scene, so very great song. Because every time the Gundam moves, it does a different song from a different show. So I'm very glad that was the song we got to see when we first got there, because it was magical.
It was pretty great. Take lots of the same picture. Oh, yep. So this was just him moving around a little bit. They do the cool steam. So it's like, oh, he's really
Yeah.
moving. Wow.
The steam is sick.
Oh, boy. Is a Gundam just a Titan? Who knows?
Yes. The Titans are Gundams.
Mechs are actually just Titans. Maybe you're not aware of my theory.
Yeah, Attack on Titan came first,
Yeah.
basically.
Everyone likes to say, oh, Titans are mechs. No, mechs are Titans. You guys have it
Yeah.
fucking wrong.
Basically. I mean, half the fucking mechs in these goddamn shows are someone's mom or some kind of organic thing anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not too different.
Yeah.
Ooh, a deerling.
Oh, he's
Look
chilling.
at that little deer.
Eh. Let's see. Oh, this was the
remember the big
little
deerlings
safety ladders moving away from the Gundam.
Yeah.
Just lots of very intricate little moving parts to
Yeah.
see. Very cool.
It's all about looking at the decals and all the details of the Gundam because it's 1/1 scale.
It's about looking at joints. You want to
and
see some joints?
They make
kid?
it look perfectly like, you know, the model kits basically.
Yeah, it's like the biggest gunplay you'll ever see.
Maybe I should use Deerling. Never used Deerling before.
Yeah, what a cool guy. There he fucking is.
A Gundam.
It's a Gundam.
It's a motherfucking Gundam.
Victor got a shot of this that I didn't get. Oh, here he is looking at you.
Yeah.
Cool. But actually, in the cockpit, it doesn't open every time. But during some of the shows, the cockpit opens and Amuro is inside.
Yeah.
But I didn't get a picture
he
of that.
is in
Victor
there.
did.
Yeah.
I was
pretty
not
cool.
quick enough, unfortunately. But yeah, he's a big, beautiful boy. So this is not the plain RX-78, by the way.
Yeah, so there is lore. So this is the RX-78 F00. And it seems that I don't know what the lore was previously of his installation, because there was another life-size RX-78 that didn't move. So that was the original, built in a different city. And so this is supposed to be the AI memories of that Gundam reconstructed into a new Gundam.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's an AI built out of the memories of the original. And so they have that whole context and lore as to like how this Gundam was built and why it has the memories. And so like one of the scenarios seems to be like it waking up with the memories of Amuro and realizing like who it is and why it's there. It's like very ridiculous.
Very meta. Ooh.
So it's canonically not the RX-78.
Yes, it is
it's
not
the RX-78
F00
Foo.
or Foo.
And I did, in the big Gundam store, I got the big ol' like perfect grade version of him that's sitting back here somewhere, and I need to build it.
Yeah.
But he's very cool.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
It was actually very affordable compared to U.S. prices for these things usually.
Even the bathrooms were like decked out with these cute little decals and
Yeah.
decorations. I guess the boys' bathroom didn't have all that, you said?
It did not, yeah, it did not
But
have decals.
here, clearly, the Gundam wants you to take a selfie. So
Yeah.
I had to oblige the Gundam. So we went into the little store. They had all sorts of these like crazy custom figures that like employees at the store had built.
Yeah, there's
These
some
were
cool
insane.
displays.
With their little rock band. It's so good. Oh, here's our girls from Witch from Mercury. They had their little
You don't have the picture of
standees.
you with them.
Yeah, you
I've
took
got
that
the picture. Of
picture.
you with them.
Mm,
Yeah, lots of
And-
Gundam.
yeah.
The only problem with the day we went was that the sun was just so fucking harsh.
There was not a cloud in the sky.
was
It
just,
was
like,
bright as shit.
just blasting you in the eyes with this white Gundam armor. It was fucking ridiculous.
But I mean, he looks great in pictures.
Yeah, it looks awesome. Yeah, it was a perfect day for pictures of the Gundam.
So,
Alright, I gotta pee.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
gonna go pee real quick.
You want to take a little break?
Yeah.
All right. I need to drink some water because my voice
Okay.
is getting
Wow.
ouchy.
Pee pee. How do I get out of here? God, they got so much crap in this room.
Yeah. Oh my god. I'm gonna get rid of this cup and get more water. Ugh. tangerines before we started. So I'm not dying.
Let's just continue.
In like an hour, hour and a half.
Let's continue, because I didn't stop the recording or anything. It's still going.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna go eat, so.
All right, boys. I'm eating a legendary protein Pop-Tart. They're not bad. You know, actually, our little cappuccinos were fucking great from Nespresso, I gotta say. Nespresso earned a point in my book. I'm a bougie bitch. I need bougie little coffees. And that delivered. So now I can wake up, have my fucking little bougie coffee, do my goddamn editing and shit. It's been a good year, guys. It's been part of the reason why we don't record much anymore is because I fucking am working all the time, you know? Things are steady. Things are good. Not a lot of exciting stories or thoughts, you know, when you get into a routine of work and you're just doing that all the time. It's like, what is there to talk about? I don't fucking know. All I do is work and then become a vegetable and play video games. Sure, we have watched some things. I do think we could possibly rewatch the new Fiona and Cake show and do a video on that. Because that was really good. But then I feel like I need to like rewatch Adventure Time to have like enough to say about it. That's like a fully formed take, because like I definitely have takes about it, but it just feels like, yeah, a bigger project than obviously rewatching the show itself. But I did see one comment on an old video requesting that we do a Fiona and Cake review, and I do want to do that because it was good. This is not that review. I'm waiting for Hope to use the bathroom, and I'm rambling.
Sorry, I had to change. I was sweating.
Oh, yeah. You can show off some of your cool tattoos.
Ugh. Oh, God.
I don't think your colors were finished last time we recorded.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's done. My Yu Yu Hakusho sleeve is done. Oh, God. It's done. And then I also got a chest piece done recently. But that's pretty much the biggest update as far as that goes. I'm so glad this is finally done.
My back has been fucking killing me, and I don't know why.
Take some ibuprofen.
You can grab me some? I'm stuck back here again.
Wow. Okay. How many you want?
3.
3?
I'm an old man, guys. My back fucking hurts all the fucking time. And it's literally from sitting down. Like, it didn't have any back pain in Japan at all the whole time. So we were walking every day so much. My body felt razor sharp. No digestive issues. No back problems. Now that we've been back for over a week, I'm right back to shitting the way I used to, you know. Which is terribly. Back problems out the fucking wazoo. My left butt cheek hurts all the time. I think that's my... I put more weight on that when I'm driving, probably.
Makes sense.
I fucking hate this godforsaken country.
Pretty much. The waste. Okay.
You just feel like shit
That's much better.
immediately when you come back. Okay.
Oh.
Alright, resuming.
Lala! She's coming out of the Lala hole.
Oh, she's coming out the hole. Think about it. It's just
so
more
cute.
expensive to live a more comfortable lifestyle in the United States. Where, like, if we lived in Japan, I could just go to a convenience store and get a Boss coffee every morning, and I would be so fucking happy. But now, I gotta get an espresso. I don't walk every day because there's nowhere to walk to, so now, I have a very expensive computer chair with lumbar support so I can do my fucking job without being in excruciating pain.
That's
First
America.
world problems. It's super, super excellent first world problems because I'm so bougie.
Sasuga America.
Yeah. Normal coffee just sucks. I want yummy little espresso drinks.
Because you're a bougie little boy.
Because I'm a bougie little bitch.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh yeah, there's nothing to do in this first town. That's right. You just walk right through it.
Fuck this town. This
Yeah,
town
look at that Tauros.
sucks.
He's so cool.
Alright, anyway.
Yeah.
So we're wrapping up our time with the Gundam and we were feeling hungry.
Hungry.
So we went
We were
went to
big
a
hungry.
nearby mall food court
Yeah.
where we ended up quite a bit. I would say more than I kind of expected.
Yeah.
We got some mall food, which
It was fine.
this was like
That was actually a weird one.
this was a strange one. This was the
Zoom in on that. I'm trying to.
the fried noodles.
Yeah, it was some kind of. Well, you didn't get the same thing I did. So you got some
no,
kind of
we
soupy
shared.
noodles. Oh yeah, because they're buried under there, right?
Yeah, we shared.
It's like some kind of weird, goopy, saucy crap on top of some fried noodles. It was very interesting. I liked it.
It was very interesting. You can see over here on the
'Cause it was
outer
some kinda
edge,
like
the
some-
crispy fried noodles.
Town style. This is what it was called. I can't remember what prefecture it was
Oh
based
yeah.
on, but it was like.
Shit. What was it? I don't even remember.
But it was some kind of special prefecture style, and it was. I'd never seen it anywhere
It's
but at that
good.
mall, you know.
Yeah. There they are. Crispy.
It was
little
really,
guys
really
sticking out.
neat. Yeah, there's the crispy noodles.
There's corn and sprouts, and I don't know what the sauce on this is, but it was good.
Mm.
And of course some gyozers. Gotta have the gyozers.
It's pretty cool. Pretty neat.
Yeah.
And this is the mall where, so at this point I'd already spent a ton of money on Crane Games in Shinjuku the first day, trying to win some Pokemon. 'Cause that was my first mission was, hey, I'm going to play some Crane Games. I'm going to try to win me some Pokemon. And they're impossible. They're just the worst.
We didn't win last time.
Because obviously, you know, like everyone knows it is rigged. It is literally on a set timer, you know, to let you win. And so, like, I get it every single time it picks it up in the perfect position and then it just drops it. Because that's how they're made.
That's
you know?
how it's meant to
like,
be.
There's no arguing that. That's just literally how it is, you know? So it just won't let you win most of the ones with the bigger prizes. And in this mall, like, there's a little arcade next to the food court. And I was like, oh, I'll go check out the arcade. Even though I was feeling like everyone was arcaded out. So I was like, I'll just go over there alone and check it out. And then I see my boy, if you want to go fetch him while I'm talking, motherfucking, what is it, Galarian? Or, what is this region? Anyways, it's the motherfucking Clodsire. The motherfucking Clodsire. He's in the machine. First try. Give it a shot. Boom. Got my fucking Clodsire out of a Crane game. Probably the first Crane game in Japan. The first and only one that I've ever gotten anything out of after probably spending a couple $100 in attempts. Like total for both trips.
Sit him somewhere, but I can't.
Finally got the fucking Clodsire. I was so happy, and I ran over to Hope like a little child and showed her my darling victory of my beautiful, beautiful Clodsire. So, you know,
There's a
obviously
man
we're gonna get
who's
Clodsire
come
in this
home with
game.
provisions for the family right
Yes.
there. That's a man who's earned his
I
keep.
provide Clodsires. Yeah, there I am with my Clodsire on my shoulder. Ah, glorious, just
Good day.
glorious.
It was a good day.
And then I went over and played more of that fucking Pokemon game. So
Oh.
there's like this there's a Pokemon ball throwing game. That was fun too.
That was fun. You just throw a billion
Yeah.
plastic
It just
balls
puts up
at
a
the
million JPEGs of Pokemon on the screen and you just throw the balls at the screen. It's very stupid and it gives you these super lame cards for winning. But do you have a picture of the other game that I was playing?
screen. Later.
Surely.
Later.
Later.
Yeah.
Anyways, there's this Pokemon game. This would have been the second time I played it at this point. But there's this game in like every arcade it's like meant for babies. Like it's
so
literally
gross.
like the machine is 2 feet high so that little babies can play it. But like you get a special QR badge. I'm trying to look around and see if I have them, but I think I put them upstairs.
Oh, you put them upstairs. In your
Or they're on the
special
shelf.
box?
They're on the shelf outside. But like
I don't think so.
it comes with these little tokens. And like you have one that saves your progress, and then like you play the game and you battle and you catch Pokemon, and it gives you the token of the guys you catch. And there's like it's like gotcha mechanics where there's like 6-star super rare guys and stuff. They're not over there.
No.
All right,
that's
they
from
must be upstairs. Yeah. But anyways, I decided that every time I saw this game, I was gonna play it. You know, I wouldn't play it all day excessively because it is expensive to play. Like it racks up a lot of
it
stuff
just takes
quickly.
some time.
Because you have to pay for each token you want to get. And they're cheap, but like it adds up quick because you get shitty ones sometimes.
Yeah.
And so I got lots of rare boys, and I was very proud of myself. And I had a lot of fun because you mash the buttons. And
No,
I
don't
played
worry.
it until there's a shameful moment where I'm playing it in
There
a
is a
department
picture.
store,
There
and
is
there's
a
a little child playing it next to me.
Don't
All right,
ruin it.
I'm not going to spoil it. Okay.
Don't spoil. That's one of my favorite pictures.
Nice.
So
It's pretty good.
It's so fucking good.
All right, but anyways, I played that game a bunch here, and I got some cool guys out of it.
But we played around this arcade for a little bit, but we were gonna meet one of my vet tech buddies who lives in
Yeah.
Yokosuka for dinner.
And on this one, Nate and Michelle left because they were getting real
So yeah,
sleepy.
Nate and Michelle were getting eepy.
Which, me and Hope, for reference, are exhausting. Like, we
case
take
you
a
didn't
very
know.
militant approach to the way we travel, where we are there to do activities, and we have endless amounts of energy to go do those activities, especially because it's our second time in Japan.
Yeah.
So, like, the first time we got worn out more, this time we're, like,
Definitely.
rock solid bodies,
We were, like,
determined to do
ready
as
to
much as
fucking
possible.
go.
So, like, we were wearing them out a little bit. I do feel bad, you know. Not everyone can keep
it
up
was
with
only the
us.
beginning of wearing them out. So
Yes, it was the very beginning of
We would
wearing out Nate
be
and Michelle.
even more exhausting and insufferable before the tour was over.
Yes, we are exhausting and insufferable.
Don't worry, it gets better.
Yeah. Because we're just too damn determined to do all the things.
Yeah, we just we want to do stuff while we're on vacation.
Yeah.
I can sleep at home if I want to sleep.
Exactly.
All I do when I'm home is work and go to the gym and do nothing. So like,
Yeah.
I'm in Japan. I'm gonna do
And
shit.
we take a very rigid approach of like, all right, we're gonna do this, and then we're gonna go do this, and then we're gonna go do this, and then we're gonna do this, and we're gonna cram every single waking moment with something to do, and then sleep as little as possible. And it's so much
we
fun.
still got a respectable amount of sleep. It's not as though we
Yeah,
weren't
we were
sleeping.
fine. I mean, for us, it was good, you know.
Yeah.
But you know, it is what it is.
But we were staying in
we're
Yokohama
intense.
to meet my buddy for dinner, and Nate and Michelle were eepy, so they went home.
Yeah.
There were these really cool eels in outside of the Don Quixote department store.
Yeah.
There's like 3 or 4 huge eels in this tank. You can see 3 of them here. I think there was one other one. But
Yeah.
they were
There's
fucking
also
dope.
a very exhausting phenomena in Japan that's especially bad the first time, which is the choice paralysis, because there's so much shit going on that it's hard to just like narrow your focus and figure out what you want to do, you know, especially when you're in a
Yeah.
group and you have to decide together, and then you're making lots of decisions all the time, and that can become exhausting. So like,
Yeah.
I get the exhausting element, you know. This is something I'm empathetic to.
No, I agree. It's a lot, and you're doing it constantly all the time. The
Yeah.
whole time you're there.
It's not always a place to go and relax if you're trying to get a lot done and see a lot of things.
I would not say this was a relaxed vacation. This was an
Yeah.
experiential vacation.
I don't know if me and you know how to have a relaxing vacation, or if we would even want to.
I think because
you
we
know?
get bored.
Yeah, because we get bored and we
Because
want
we
to do
relax
stuff.
all the time at
Yeah,
home.
I don't really understand relaxing.
So it's like if I was relaxing, all I'm doing is like watching anime, watching movies,
Yeah,
whatever,
we
watching
just do that at
YouTube,
home.
which I do at home.
I
all
do
the
get
time.
I get very bored of like doing it. You know, it's like when you go to a hot spring, you're supposed to relax in the hot spring. I only need to do that for 15 minutes at most, and
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, well, I'm ready to do something else now.
Exactly. I'm ready to go do something else.
Yeah. Not very good at just like sitting and resting in a place and just like taking it in, I guess. But I don't know.
Well, especially we'll get to that later.
Yeah.
That's a later experience for
Yeah.
a later,
Later
time.
experiences.
So, while we were killing time, while we were waiting for my buddy, we decided to take this gondola from like the central part of Yokohama
Yeah.
out to like this mall / like theme park. It had
Well,
like
the
a big
the idea was
Ferris wheel?
we were gonna go over to the Ferris wheel. What we didn't know was that you had to take the gondola over there or walk, which walking would have taken forever.
right,
So like we
and the gondola was fucking cool.
Yeah, and the gondola looks sick. So we go through the gondola, and we didn't know that the gondola ends at this mall, and we did not make it out of the mall because there was too much shit to do in the mall. So we did not go to the Ferris wheel and the amusement park and the Ramen Museum and stuff that was all over there.
Nope.
Because the mall had way too much going on.
I had intended to go to the Ramen Museum and
Yeah.
to check out Chinatown, but we unfortunately did not get to do
Everyone
either
did
of
talk
those
about the
things.
Chinatown, so I feel bad that we missed out on that. I don't
That
know
was
that
part
the
of my
Ramen
plan,
Museum would
but-
have really been interesting,
I mean,
you know?
we could have been in there for an hour and been like, all right, we did it.
Yeah.
We never have to do it again.
Yeah.
That was my
But
thought.
the Chinatown sounded like it was pretty cool.
yeah,
and
it
we
sounds like the
didn't- we
Chinatown
didn't
there
get
is
that,
quite
so.
dope, which we did not get
Yeah,
to do.
I can't imagine we'll go back to Yokohama.
Yeah. Who
But
knows? Whatever.
who knows?
I
Yeah,
don't know.
maybe we will.
So, yeah, we went with our bud Marcus, all the boys recording the beautiful sunset from the gondola. It was super dope.
There's certainly certain structures in Japan where, like, you don't realize how much it's meant to be like they planned out an itinerary for you to follow, and if you didn't find that itinerary, then you're gonna find out that you missed the itinerary. Where it's like, it seems like the idea is like you go to Yokohama and see the Gundam and the Ramen Museum and all these things, and they're like centrally located for you to be able to go and systematically do this in a day, you know? But if you don't know that that's, like, we went there to see the Gundam and had no idea about any of the other stuff.
No, I knew.
Well, you knew about the
all
ramen
those things.
factory and stuff,
I knew about all of those things.
But I didn't know that they were all centralized into, like, a little place
But everyone
that you
was so
to,
exhausted
you know?
that I wasn't going to try and, like, force my hand.
Yeah, that too. But I didn't know.
I was just like,
you know,
all right,
they
you
didn't
guys
know.
want to
Like,
play here at the arcade? Cool. You want
we
to
didn't
go
know
do
that
this?
there was
All right, cool.
a structured idea of what you could do there, yeah. I was just like, all right, we saw the Gundam. Cool. But there's a lot of that in Japan where it's like, oh, there's like a narrative to this experience you're supposed to follow, but I went for this one specific thing, you know?
Yeah. Had all sorts of shit inside this mall. They had these weird fucked up babies that were everywhere. These are scary. They had Zoids. They had whole fucking...
Yeah. This is the one that had just like endless
figure
mecha
stores
displays.
everywhere.
Yeah, figure stores.
Oh, this Griffith
all
and the
kinds of
guts. Fucking cool.
Yeah.
And they were like pretty reasonably priced as far as like the rarity and detail of these figures go.
Yeah.
We
Pretty
did not
dank
buy them
shit.
though. And they had just fucking aisles and aisles and aisles of gashapon.
This is one of the biggest
here.
collections we saw, I think, was at that mall.
Yeah, it was definitely one of the biggest.
Yeah, because there's one of those things where you see videos about Akihabara and Shinjuku and stuff, and like, oh, you're supposed to walk and go to the arcades and go to gachapon shops, and so you go to Japan and you think like, oh, I gotta look for these specific stores in Shinjuku and Akihabara, and this is the place. And then the more you're there, the more you go like, oh, there's way bigger and better stuff in just like any fuck off department store, you know? Like, there's nothing in Akihabara that's that unique and interesting that you can't just find almost everywhere else, besides like the seedy like hentai shops and stuff, you know?
Yeah.
But like in terms of just like nerd shit, like
Yeah.
it's everywhere. There's so many
Nintendo
department
stuff,
stores.
Disney stuff everywhere.
Yeah.
Video
and then it's
game
like
stuff.
you feel like you found something special in some little shop in Shinjuku, and then you end up seeing it 5 more times in department stores with more stuff, and you're like, oh,
all right, well,
okay, this
is what it is.
Absolutely everywhere. This nerd merch wasn't that unique or difficult to find.
They had this special One Piece event going on for the movie, I suppose.
Yeah, I mean, there's just tons of One Piece shit everywhere, but yeah, the One Piece red.
This
stuff.
was an American import store that imported American anime toys.
Yeah, because it was like
It's like, oh, all right, sure.
obviously all stuff that didn't seem like it was made in America at all. So it's like, where is this coming from?
Sonic Blast Hero. Okay, so we were hanging out with my buddy and we found another arcade. And Victor played this silly little punching game.
Yeah, that was neat.
Me and my friend. I'm not trying to dox anybody.
Toonami.
Yes, my friend Toonami. She was doing good, so it was good to see her.
Yeah, and we went to
blurry
that
picture.
skewer place where it was like you get to it's
Oh,
like a
yeah.
Golden Corral buffet style thing where it's all stuff
You
on
fry your own
skewers
skewers.
and you fry your own skewers
At
at
the
your
table.
table. So there's just a big deep fryer in the middle of the table and you fry your skewers. Just pretty good. I got kind of a headache from eating way too much fried food.
That was, yeah.
Too much of a variety, but it was really good.
It was good,
it was
but man,
fun.
it was a lot of fried food.
It was a very interesting, very messy family style restaurant. And it was one of those things where, because Hope's friend was a Japanese native, like, we would have never navigated how to order
Figure
and figure
that
this shit
out.
out
No.
without a Japanese person
Yeah.
to translate. So that was a
420.
very unique experience we got to have because we had a Japanese person with
Very
us.
authenticus
Yeah.
Japanese experience.
You would have really needed to know some I don't think Nate could have languaged his way through that because we took on our exploration roles where I became the navigator and Hope became the planner, which he was always the planner obviously because you were the only one who came up with any plan. And Nate was the translator.
Yes. But everyone had a role. It was good. It all worked out.
Yeah, we fulfilled our roles well.
And then, of course, we're going back. It was dark. Oh, Marcus sent me that picture. Ochi! We bought
we got
Ochi at the mall when I was meeting up with my friend in Yokohama.
Yeah, another thing we found at that mall that, like, literally this was the only Oshi we found in the whole fucking country. We could not find another one.
We went to multiple Nintendo stores. No Ochi.
No Ochi.
Only
None of these. Any
at
of these
Village
fucking stores.
Vanguard in the fucking Yokohama Mall. They
Yep.
had a wall of Ochis. Never saw an Ochi anywhere else the entire time.
So, you
it's
know, if you're in
probably
Japan
because
and
he's
you're looking for
horrifying
Ochis.
looking. But I do love him.
He's not horrifying.
He's a little horrifying.
He's adorable.
He's a little scary. I showed him to my mom, and she was like, "Yeah, he's a little scary."
No, he's
But
special.
I love him.
Yeah.
And
He's our special
I
guy.
find him. He brings me great joy.
Yeah.
He lived in my backpack for the rest of the time, so we would be going places like between Airbnbs, and he'd be shoved into the top of my backpack. And every time I'd have to open my backpack, his little face would be peering out of the little scrunched up hole from the top. It was great.
Ochi.
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 Just some nice pictures of stuff around our Airbnb. I was just like, that's cool. It was cloudy. I was like, oh, that's cool. That's cool.
Yeah.
Bikes. Let's see. Oh, this is the coffee shop we went to that morning. It was just some
Oh,
iced
shit.
coffee. They roast their own beans. It was cool. We were meeting
Man.
Marcus again, of course.
Let's get a Tim Pool, boys. Just like Tim Pool. I'm gonna get a Tim Pool today, but Tim Pool.
A what?
Tim Pool. It's called Tim Pool.
Oh, was it
The
those
tadpole guy
weird little
that turns into the
guys?
big belly frog.
Oh, yeah.
He's called Tim Pool. Obviously named after Tim Pool.
After, yeah, obviously. Lots of neat little cat decorations that we saw. We were just, like, going around looking for shrines today because we didn't have anything to do. It was Halloween, and we didn't have anything to do till later in the day.
Yeah.
So we were just putzing around.
We were hanging
Went to look at
out.
some shrines.
Oh yeah, because we're trying to slow it down and cool it down.
Yeah.
And so we
Because
just
Nate
went
and
to the
Michelle
local
were
shrines.
EP.
Yeah, we went to the stuff that was around the immediate vicinity of where we were. It was cool. It was a
Yeah,
nice
it was
little
very
place.
cool. Here's Vic doing a little offering.
Yeah, ring that bell.
Ring that motherfucking bell.
Gotta ring that bell like death grips.
Yeah.
Do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
Silly.
Playing Pokemon.
Drinking coffee. Got your King Gizzard shirt on.
Yeah.
This place was neat.
Yeah, it was like a big graveyard,
Yeah.
temples. You know, classic Nihon shit.
Classic Nihon stuff. Big cool graveyards. Big cool shrines. There's a
Yeah.
crow up there.
I want to get food
Pigeons!
somewhere. I'm waiting for you to get to that little playground. That was fun.
Crow?
Taking
Oh,
off
here's the
for-
little
Yeah,
playground.
little playground. Me and Nate were swinging on the swings, having a good old time.
Yeah. The boys had a great time.
It's a weird little
Oh, here you go.
playground. Yeah, swinging on them swings. We were getting some fucking air on
Yeah,
them swings,
this
man.
got some height. It had some verticality.
The metal bar swings are way more hardcore. You can really get some fucking momentum on that shit. Eventually. I'm not going very fast right now with the clip, but
Well, Nate was getting on too.
yeah, Nate's hopping on. Look at
Just-
them boys go.
Just our boys.
Just some caked up boys
Swinging.
on the Japanese child swing.
Just our boys. Motherfucking swinging out here. Oh my god, look at
The
them
fucking
go.
kings of cake in this country.
Seriously.
We're the thickest booty boys in all of Nihon.
Yeah.
We were popping into them hot springs, booty popping, fucking cheeks jiggling down the boardwalk. All these Japanese men going, ooh, oh,
You know they had to do it on them.
oh, big dump truck, oh, milkshake bring the boys to the yard, oh,
Ah, American Dumpy, yes.
oh, very dumpy, oh.
Oh boy.
Anywho, continue.
Y'all sure we're swinging.
We were swinging.
Some Buddhas.
Some
you know.
Buddhas, park shit.
It's good shit. I like it.
Yeah.
There were some monks here.
I think
were
that was the
tending
temple
to
where
the
like
temple?
there were some people like actually just doing their business in there, just
Yeah,
like
they were
doing,
just monking.
doing monk shit, fucking doing paperwork and shit.
Oh, here's that dog. What's
This
this
fucking
dog's name?
bitch ass Fuikoko, he can't do shit. You can't do shit. You're just gonna get fucking packed by a stupid flamingo. Round? Where are you gonna hit me with noise? What a fucking idiot. Get fucked. What a little loser. Why is your whole face an eye? It doesn't make any sense. Yeah, that's right. Go home. I got a flamingo, dumb fuck. It's like the strongest Pokemon in the game for some reason.
Oh my god.
It's like
I
ridiculously
guess they
powerful.
realized it was so lazy they had to make it OP.
Yep. Pommy. Okay,
Oh,
anyway,
Pommy.
continue.
Gross.
Now that I'm done
What was this dog's
looking
name?
shit. The dog?
Yeah.
Fuck, I don't remember.
Oh, God damn
There's
it.
some little dog in the thing.
There's a little Shiba in there.
Yeah, and everyone tortured him.
He was a cool little guy.
He looked like an angry little fuck.
I mean, yeah, he's a guard dog.
Ooh, what do we get there? What's that food? I can't
This
see
was, I had gotten some curry.
Oh, yeah, it's got
'Cause
some, like,
I was-
soba.
We were hiking around in this shrine, and I was fucking starving.
Yeah.
We hadn't eaten any real breakfast. All I had was coffee. And I was like, fucking, my body was shaking because my blood sugar was crashing. So these guys had gotten some soba, which you can see Michelle's soba here. And I had gotten, like, some sort of curry plate with some miso soup. And it's just from, like, some little lunch place in this town. It was really good. But I like we weren't allowed to see anyone else. We weren't allowed to see Nate and Michelle while we were dining, which was always fun.
Through the little, the little hole.
Yeah. And then you had gotten soba and, like, something. Oh, jeez. Doing it on the...
Alright.
Yeah. I think it was... I remember I ate the rest of your soba, and
a ramen
it was
is
good.
always better than a soba, because the soba is very plain, but it was adequate food.
It has its place. It certainly has its place.
Yeah.
I just love curry so much.
Man.
He's a cool little Tanuki guy.
Oh yeah, the little Tanuki statue.
Stack some
big old
coins
balls.
on his head with his big old balls.
He do got them balls.
He do got them balls.
Them Tanuki balls.
More cool stuff. Plants. This little guy. They were doing some reconstruction on this particular
Oh yeah, because there's
shrine.
supposed to be like some kind of special shrine going on there.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be like a bunch of little guys.
Cars.
Cars.
Starring Lightning McQueen.
It's always nice when you go to these little shrines where people are actually like leaving shit organically.
Oh.
Oh,
So
this is
we
when
had-
we're going to see Hachiko?
We had gone, we were going to meet up with Marcus because he was doing his laundry. And we were going to meet up with Marcus in Shibuya for Halloween. So we go, and Nate really wants to see Hachiko. He wants to see the Hachiko statue so bad.
Yes.
We show
Hachiko is a
up.
special dog statue in Shibuya, just so you know.
We
It's a
show
special
up,
dog.
and all we see are these white barricades that says, "You cannot see Hachiko from Saturday, October 28th until Wednesday, November 1st." Because in Shibuya, there's usually a big Halloween celebration. And that was part of what we were planning our trip around, was going to Shibuya on Halloween and seeing all the costumes and, like, seeing the party. Which, apparently the mayor of Shibuya canceled Halloween. He told everybody, do not come out for Halloween. We're not letting people drink in the streets. There's gonna be a huge police presence. Like, places are gonna be cordoned off. Do not come for Halloween. Do not come.
Do not come. I'm gonna come.
I'm gonna come. So we clearly said, I'm gonna come. And we decided we were gonna go anyway. But I did ask my friend who lives in Japan, I was like, why did they cancel Halloween in Shibuya? Because I hadn't really gotten a serious answer. And there were people online shitposting being like, it's because of the Shibuya incident in Jujutsu Kaisen. It's because they're afraid something's gonna happen on Halloween in Shibuya because of Jujutsu Kaisen. Like, fuck, that's fucking stupid, first of all. That's not real. Manga's not real. It's not gonna. There's no fucking curse demons that are gonna be hanging out in Shibuya on Halloween and murder like 50 people. It's fine. So I was like, what's the real reason? And she had told me that for the past few years they'd actually been working to cancel Halloween in Shibuya because it had gotten to the point where it was so rowdy that people were like flipping cars and
I'm
stuff.
sure like it was a guy flipped a car because it's Japan, but they
Which
have
is-
no tolerance
Yeah,
for
well,
shenanigans.
it's a zero tolerance policy for
Yeah.
shenanigans that we do here in America all the time.
Yeah.
Like, it's nothing. Your favorite hockey team wins and
Some
they're out in the
fucking
street flipping
gaijins
cars.
gotta go flip a car and ruin Halloween forever for everyone.
We don't know who flipped
Oh,
the car.
come on, you know it was a gaijin flipping
We
the
don't
car.
know who
No fucking
flipped the
Japanese
car.
can flip a car.
They may not physically be
You
able
need a
to.
group of rowdy boys to flip a fucking car.
That's very possible.
Well, look at this fucking loser.
Yeah,
Look at him jamming.
he is
What a
jamming.
fucking dork.
Splendid.
Dork. Look at his stupid jean on jeans. They nailed it. They knew exactly what this guy's supposed to look like.
Double jeaned out. He's
Fucking
rocking.
jeans on
Oh, hell
jeans,
yeah,
man.
dude. Jeans on
This
jeans.
dork walking around with his combi. Fucking loser.
Idiot. But, we, of course, decided, fuck it. We are, in fact, going to Shibuya on Halloween. So that's what we were here for. But first we wanted to see Hachiko. Which we were not able to do.
Yeah,
Clearly.
because he was
Hachiko
gone.
was on lockdown to protect him from any Halloween shenanigans that
For
may
reference,
be going on.
Hachiko is right in the Shibuya Scramble, which is like the immediate giant train station where you get off and there's a huge, iconic. It's like the busiest place in almost all of Tokyo, so it makes sense that I would hope that even on Halloween, if they weren't canceling Halloween, they would probably protect him anyways. Because
Yeah,
it's like a
probably,
national
because they just don't
icon,
want anything bad to happen to Hachiko, which is fair. So unfortunately, Hachiko was off limits. But still, we were puttering around. We went to a couple stores in the mall. Went to the Capcom store, and we saw this really cool. They have a lot of these, like, picture opportunities where you get to hold a Monster Hunter weapon and pretend you're fighting their Rathalos.
Yeah.
It's fun. Went to the Nintendo store. No Ochi.
This Nintendo store is pretty lame.
No.
It didn't have shit.
No Ochi.
How could there be no OG? They had every other fucking
They had
loser ass
every other
Pikmin.
dumbass Pikmin in the
No
world.
fucking OG. They have so much bullshit Mario crap.
No Ochi.
It's just a stupid baby store for fucking idiots, man. That's what it is. They have all this stupid Animal Crossing dishware and shit. Like every fucking random little Animal Crossing thing. No fucking OG.
The Animal Crossing dishware is actually really cute. It was just expensive, and I
Yeah.
wasn't about to throw down that kind of money on dishware, to be honest with you.
But it's just like you don't even have a central character plush. You have all
Right.
this dishware.
Well,
But good thing we found Ochi the day before
good
and
thing
bought
we
him
already
immediately.
had Ochi.
Yep.
Thanks, Nintendo Store.
Hell yeah.
We also went to the Pokemon store, of course. Here was this big old Mewtwo that they had floating in the lobby. And there was some Mew graffiti art. There wasn't much
Oh, I like those Growlithe earrings.
Hisui and Growlithe merch. This was the only thing I could find.
It would have
was
been so
a
cool
pair
to
of
get a
earrings.
Hisui and Growlithe plush.
I would have loved a Hisui and Growlithe plush.
There
or
wasn't
Hisui
a lot
and
of,
Arcanine.
like, the plush game was not on point on that first
No,
Pokemon story we went to.
unfortunately.
They were kind of leaning into, like, the new legendary guys, which are kind of lame, and,
Yeah.
like...
And they were also, like, leaning hard into marketing the new trainers as, like, actual characters.
And they had, like, a Christmas line of guys, so, like, it was just... The attention was spread too thin to have a lot of good Pokemon plushes. We do find one later at a different Pokemon
different
store,
Pokemon,
but we'll get back
but we'll
to
get
that.
there.
Yeah.
For now, it was a bit of a bust. I bought these earrings for a buddy of mine who likes Growlithe.
Good thing we already had Clodsire, because he wasn't there.
He was not there. He was not. Oh, okay. So within this mall, we continue to wander around, and on a different floor, we found a streetwear Evangelion Hypebeast store
Oh my god, that was so trippy.
that had an Asuka Trauma doll beret.
They had, like, tons of, like, these very calculated fits, and then they even had, like, figures of the characters
Wearing
in those
the
fits.
fits.
It was wild.
It was pretty crazy. I didn't get any pictures of the fits, but they were
Yeah.
wild.
Some of them were pretty decent, but there was very expensive premium shit.
Of course.
And it was like, if you don't get the whole fit, then there's no real point.
Yeah. Because it's not like you can just wear it with something else casually.
Yeah.
But a couple doors down from the Asuka Trauma doll hat was a Dark Souls collab store.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. So I did get some shirts here. I got a sick-ass fucking shirt with Amygdala on it from Bloodborne. And I got Shade a shirt with Gravelord Nito from Dark Souls.
Dark Souls.
I think Nate got a shirt too. It was
Nate
pretty
did
cool.
buy a shirt.
We were pogging pretty fucking hard
Yeah,
because it
they
was just
were-
like
they were
such a
pogging.
random mall we were in, you know, that we like didn't go here with any intention of finding anything besides like the Pokemon store I think was in there.
Yeah.
This was on a different floor,
That was really all
and
we
it
were
was just
doing.
like we wouldn't have saw it if we didn't stop at that Ava store, you know.
Right.
And then we just were here, and then had like all this super cool Dark Souls, Elden Ring, and Bloodborne merch and Sekiro stuff. It was just like, whoa, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
That's one of the great elements of like finding random shit in Japan that always blows your mind more than like the stuff you set out to find, you know?
Yeah, they had the jar guy.
Yeah.
There he is. That's him.
It's
That's
like this
the
is
jar
cooler
guy.
than anything we found in Akihabara, you know?
Yeah, unfortunately. Oh yeah, they had my girl, Rom the Vacuous Spider.
I should have got that shirt too.
Rom is so good.
The
Rom
fucking
is
Rob the Vacuous
underappreciated.
Spider shirt. It's just such a funny reference to have on a shirt.
I love her.
It's just like
She's iconic.
this goofy fucking slug. Just put it on a shirt. Rob the
To
Vacuous
call
Spider.
her Rom the Vacuous Spider is also so mean.
It's excellent.
It's like, bro, You didn't have to call her vacuous. It's okay.
Yeah.
Like, that wasn't necessary.
Oh my god, guys, there's so much fucking bullshit at the top of this game. It's just like the worst Let's Play game of all time.
As you can see, here are all the white boys collecting in their natural habitat of a Dark Souls
Yeah.
fucking street clothes
All these
store.
white boys pogging in the Dark Souls street clothes store.
Here you see the diverse demographic of white men that want to buy these shirts.
We'll go, whoa, cool, whoa.
Oh, and they had those
sick.
rings that were very
The rings were really
expensive.
cool. So they had like replica rings of rings from the game where they had like the ring of the Covetous Serpent and the Havel's ring and stuff like that. Ring of Favor and Protection. Shane could name all of them. And like the Bloodborne glyphs and stuff. It was
Ooh.
pretty cool.
It's just catnip for white boys. You
Yeah,
know?
it's catnip for white boys. It was like, would I ever fucking wear that? Of course not. So why would I buy it? It's
Yeah.
expensive as shit. Like a $200 fucking Havel's ring. Like, but it was neat.
Yeah, cool to see. Oh yeah, we went to Book Off. This was a very cramped Book Off in Akihabara.
Book the fuck off.
Book the fuck off.
What's the book off? I didn't think we went to Akihabara yet.
Oh, maybe it was another day. What were we doing here? What was this?
What is that? I don't know what that is.
It's a cool picture.
Eh.
I don't know. I just thought it was cool.
Yeah.
I just said cool.
It's
And I
Akihabara
took a
is
picture
the
of it.
next day, I think.
Maybe you're right. I don't know where I saw this cool picture then. I just thought it was neat.
Fucking book off, bro.
Book Off. Let's see.
Some more coffee?
That was actually later that day. Because we
Oh.
met Marcus here at Little Nap
okay.
Coffee Stand.
Oh, yeah, we went to Little Nap because that was in Yoyogi Park. So
Yeah.
we walked a pretty good distance over to Little Nap Coffee, which was our favorite aesthetic coffee place
Ooh.
from the first time we went. And then we wanted to try to walk around the park to have kind of a chill thing to do with everyone, even though it ended up involving a couple miles of walking.
Yeah.
So, not
we
the
walked,
most chill. But,
we walked a fair amount.
Yeah.
Fucking coffee and hot dogs.
So we're kind of just waiting for it to get dark for our Halloween activities.
Yeah. Here's everybody chowing down on they dogs.
Yeah, eating them dogs.
Eating them motherfucking dogs.
Oh, I love me some coffee and
Oh.
hot dog. There's
Here's
me
a-
using the Evangelion phone.
Here's Victor being Shinji.
Or rather, the Higurashi phone.
It's really more the Higurashi phone.
Yeah.
You know.
The booth is more Higurashi.
He's like a cryptid.
Uh,
Oh yeah, we went to Roppongi after that.
Roppongi.
So you're trying to find a place to drink and do some karaoke.
Yeah.
So the boys went to karaoke.
Oh, the karaoke was fucking great.
Karaoke was so.
This was definitely
fucking
the
fun.
best karaoke experience I think ever.
Probably ever.
Like of my life.
yeah,
certainly.
absolutely.
Because
Yeah.
they had lots of great songs. Because they had all the good American songs and all the good Japanese anime songs.
Yeah.
It
So
was a fucking blast.
Nate kicked us off with Avril Lavigne's "Complicated."
And I spent lots of money on alcohol and desserts and things.
Yeah.
It was great.
It was super fun.
Did all the classics.
Oh.
I don't know if they get audio from this.
Oh, well, yeah. Everyone was having a grand ass time. Here's Victor doing a Gundam song.
Oh yeah, I did. They had what we played as the intro, which was Andrew WK's English cover of the original Gundam opening from his Gundam Rock album. They didn't have the other songs from the Gundam Rock album, but they did have the Gundam opening, Fly Gundam. So I did that. It was very good. I did a lot of good fucking classic
Yeah.
anime songs.
We went fucking
Saying
hard.
fucking they had the Mazinger opening and stuff. It's just like stuff that you would never find, you know, obviously on an American machine. Like they had Saint Seiya, Pegasus Fantasy, you know, lots of great classics to good anime boner jams.
Oh, so the devil horns that Nate Bestman is wearing here, he found them on the ground in
Oh
Roppongi.
yeah, you
Outside
found
of
them
a
on the
7-Eleven.
ground.
Just so you know.
Yeah.
Full disclosure on where we got those. On the ground. Of course, gotta sing the One Piece opening. Gotta do that, yeah, absolutely. Here's Victor
We
eating a
are
big
on a
old fuck off
cruise.
parfait that he
Yeah, I
ordered.
got a goofy little parfait.
I had like 2 lemon sours here, and I was like good to go.
Yeah, we were drinking. This was
We
our
were
definitely our
drinking.
big drink night.
Oh, for sure.
Where we
were
drank.
going crazy.
It was Halloween with Marcus and Shibuya.
Yeah.
My full intention going into this trip, the one thing I knew I was going to do is get shit-faced with Marcus in Shibuya. So I was like, this is the night. I'm getting shit-faced with Marcus in Shibuya. And we did.
We spent like 2 hours in this karaoke booth just going ham.
Yeah, it was a
My
blast.
voice was fucking shot by the
Yeah.
end of the night. It was, yeah.
I have to commit every time, and it destroys the voice box quite thoroughly.
I was completely fucking amazed. So, weird, deep lore. When I was younger, and my mom, when I lived at home, she would watch anime with me all the time. And we would go to FYE, and we would buy, like, random anime DVDs, and we would watch them together. And that's how we ended up watching Bludgeoning Angel Dokuro-chan, which is a really old show from, like, before 2010. Pretty obscure. Not even, like, a great show, but it's, like, really good for the memes. And it has like, iconic standing with personal meaning for, like, me and my mom.
And it was in a lot of the old, like, AMV Hell and stuff.
If
where
you're
a lot of people recognize
an old anime fan like us, you may remember from AMV Hell, or you may have memories of it. They had the fucking Bludgeoning Angel Dokuro-chan opening on the karaoke.
Yeah.
So, of course, I had to sing it. And so it's like me and Nate just like going crazy for the Dokuro-chan opening. And when I had come home and I told my mom about it, we were in a coffee shop together and I was like recapping her on the whole trip. And she still, even now, she'll still like talk fondly about Dokuro-chan. She has like a big figure in her lab for the kids and everything. Yeah. She's really funny. And I told her, I was like, we went to karaoke, and I sang the opening for Dokuro-chan, and my mom screamed in the coffee shop.
Jesus Christ.
She literally did her, like, what? And I was like, oh fuck. And I was like, well, that was a little more intense than I thought the reaction would be, but I'm glad that you found the humor in that.
Swap back to one of those. I want to see if it is playing the audio. Let me see.
You want me to restart it?
Yeah, swap over it. I just want to see if it played it when it came through, because that'll be interesting.
That's going to be chaotic.
No, it's not playing anything.
I was going to say,
well, I was kind of hoping it wasn't, but I just wanted to see if it was.
Yeah.
All right.
So we did like 2 hours of karaoke. We leave karaoke. Here's Michelle in her Halloween costume. Mm. she bought the pumpkin hat at Don Key earlier in the week. Yeah. And she brought it with her. Sorry, earlier in the day, actually.
Fixated on checking everything and making sure it's all working.
Okay.
Which, I mean, it looks like it's all working.
I was going to say, everything seems to be fine.
Yeah. It's one of those things where I'm just like, I hope everything is normal. Okay, we're good.
Okay. So we hit up 7-Eleven, got some more drinks, and we went to Shibuya, where we weren't supposed to be. Let's go! So there were, of course, a lot of people at Shibuya. Just because they say, do not come, everyone, is going to say,
I mean, everyone's here from out of the country and stuff. Like, you're going to at least check it out. Like,
yeah. Well, there were a lot of, like, Japanese people there in their costumes, just kind of bumming around because they weren't allowed to drink on the streets. So they were just kind of, farting around, standing around, doing whatever. But there was a lot of people there.
Yeah.
And, just took pictures of some random people that we saw.
And so this is where we got in and we're meandering around and following the crowd, and just like no one knows what to do because a lot of stuff is just closed for Halloween to try to dissuade everything from happening.
Off a lot of area, and you're not allowed to drink on the streets. So
yeah, and we weren't sure what we wanted to do or where we wanted to go. We're determined to try to like find a bar or something. And then I put the responsibility on Marcus because he was determined to find a bar. I said, Marcus, you are the spirit of party, and you will guide us to where we need to go. I will make you the leader because no one can decide what they want to do. Yeah, I will make you the leader, and you will follow the spirit of the party and get us to where we need to be. and thus he does.
And he did.
So how did we end up following the spirit of the party?
Well, really, it was that a bunch of us had to pee.
Yes, so we needed to pee. So we were trying to look for a place where we could go pee. And we ended up meandering around, and then we found, like, in some alley, there was, like, some bathroom stall that I think Marcus had spotted it or something.
Yeah.
And we went over there, and, like, for the men's room, you could just kind of walk in through these doors and, like, no one's going to stop you. And so, like, me and Nate and Marcus all immediately peed. But then you need, like, a key for the women's restroom.
I want to paint a picture of what this was really like. Because the bathroom is on the opposite end of the picture you're currently looking at here. So there's, like, a line of restaurants. And on the end of the line of restaurants, facing away from what you're seeing, is this bathroom facility. But for the guys to pee, it's literally like 2 steps up into like this recessed area that has like saloon doors that just like open and close, and then it's just 2 urinals.
Do you have a picture of it? I think you have a picture.
I don't. Oh. I don't think I do. Maybe I took one later, but I don't think I did. We'll see. But like it's just saloon doors. So when the guys go in, you can see everything above the saloon doors. So like basically like mid back up and like mid like knees, not even knees, maybe like mid thighs down. So
Pretty funny.
it's this hilarious visage of these two cheeked up American boys with the little tiny saloon doors blocking their butts, pissing.
We're paying.
They were pissing, and it was really funny. But yeah, the women's bathroom, of course, was a full like door closed stall, and they're locked. And as they're pissing, some dude comes up to me and Marcus, and he was like, You can't use that. You have to pay. You have to pay. Like, you have to go to a store here to use the bathrooms." And we were like, "Oh, shit. Well, they're already pissing. So now we kind of have to go into one of these places."
Which, of course, makes sense because this is, like, an off alley to where there's, like, massive crowds going through. So, like, if there was a public restroom, there would have been a huge line, you know?
Right.
And there's no line at all.
there's
We
no
just kind
line.
of walked up and used it aggressively.
As an American would.
Yes. The American way.
The most American thing to do is just walk in and piss in whatever toilet is just readily available. So we were like, all right, well, they've already peed, so now we have to patronize one of these establishments. So Marcus peeks his head into like the first little stall of the alley, and it's just this tight little L-shaped bar, and it's got like 6 seats, and there's an older Japanese guy in there who's already drinking. And Marcus is like, "Do you have room for 5?" And the lady who's running it speaks no English. But regardless...
She really spoke no English.
She, like, waved us
Rare.
in. She just fucking waved us in. She was like, "Yeah, come on. Like, get in here." She was like, "5? Yeah, come on." So we all crammed ourselves in there.
She was a chill-ass drunk old lady.
She was
definitely drunk.
So chill. I love her. She was, the best. She was amazing. So this was just, like, a sake bar, which we didn't know when we went in.
Literally seats at most 5 or
like
6 people. Like
7 people.
Really
max.
cramming yourself in there.
Like, we were jammed in there. And it's us and this one already drunk older Japanese guy. And then the lady running the bar. And, like, she doesn't speak any English. So she just starts giving us shots of sake. Like, first thing she does, she gives us this
the traditional
fucking cold little shot of sake. Like, the top is covered in ice.
Yeah.
This is the best fucking alcoholic
really
drink
good.
I think I've ever had. This thing was
so
delicious. I don't even like sake, really. This was delicious. The way that it was so cold, it was amazing.
It felt like we walked into a place where only locals are supposed to be allowed, and they just kind of were like, "Fuck it,"
And
and
she
let
was
us
just like,
in,
"Yeah,
you know?
whatever. Get in here."
And so it just had this magic vibe to the experience where it's like, "Oh my god, this is perfect. Like, this is something that you can't seek out.
You
You know,
couldn't plan
you just have to end
be
up
here.
there." And then they just have to be gracious enough to let you in and, like, let you onto the good shit. So we were just kind of like, we don't know how to order the no English menu. Give us some sake. And she hooked us up with, like, you know, the good-ass shit.
She just fucking went for it. And she gave us, like, she hooked us up with the snacks. Nate struck up a conversation with the Japanese guy, the older Japanese gentleman who was in there with us. And, like, Nate speaks some Japanese, and he spoke some English.
Yeah.
So between the two of them, they were able to, like, carry on the conversation.
Yeah. Which is great because...
Which was amazing.
The extent of Nate's knowledge of Japanese is, like, the first Genki book of Japanese class, you know? And it's like, that's also where I am with Japanese, but I haven't studied it in forever, so, like, I can't recall it the way that Nate can.
Yeah.
But everything Nate says, I can understand when he says it because I have the context and I've learned it before. I just can't, like, recall it. So I was able to follow his conversation with the Japanese guy pretty easily because everything was pretty simple, like, you know, stage 1 Japanese stuff. But he was able to have a conversation because that's Nate's personality is being able to plug away and have that conversation, you know, which is very admirable and something I cannot do.
Yeah.
Which is, like... Because Nate's been, like, very actively studying Japanese for the trip.
Oh, my God. I mean, I admire Nate's dedication to studying every day. Yeah, like, it's impressive. Absolutely.
And his willingness to just jump in without fear of, like, fucking it up, you know?
This is the power of having someone with no social anxiety on your side.
And he's got great recognition and memory recall of what people are saying and an ability to kind of piece things together.
Yeah. Definitely. So we had this, he really mostly carried this hilarious conversation with this Japanese guy who was telling us he used to work like in finance, and at some point in his life he had been in New York City staying at the Plaza Hotel, and I it sounds like he was trying to say that he was in the elevator at the Plaza Hotel and Sadako from The Ring came into the elevator.
Yes. And he had another guy there that also witnessed it.
And there was a second witness.
But,
so a Japanese icon appeared to him in the elevator at the Plaza Hotel.
At this point, we had, like, he had pretty decent English, but had some gaps. And then there was another 2 Japanese girls that were younger that came in. And then, like, one of the Japanese girls refused to speak any English, even though I think she probably knew more English than she let on.
Yeah.
And then the other girl seemed kind of autistic and was, like, really trying to speak English with us. And so, like, her
great.
level of English was at about Nate's level of Japanese.
Yeah.
So there was a massive language barrier going on. But she was trying to help explain what that guy was saying.
Good.
Because he wasn't doing a good job of explaining what he meant by certain things. And so we had her explaining through him, but then she like had a very hard time like speaking English, so it was very almost unintelligible. It was wonderful. It was so much fun.
I enjoyed watching that interaction.
It was a blast.
So fun, so good.
Her trying to struggle her way into, but she seemed really excited to speak English to us and to like try that out, you know. And her friend was super embarrassed by it the whole time. She was like, epic facepalm. Oh my god, I can't believe my friend is being so embarrassing and speaking English.
I can't believe you'd speak English to these gaijin.
Yeah,
wow.
It was a blast. It was a good time. It was one of those rare experiences like, wow, I went into this little bar and we had this great time with everyone there, you know?
Yeah. It was amazing. It was the best way I could have spent Halloween that I could possibly imagine.
The most fun.
It was so unbelievably fun. Oh, here's Victor walking away from the toilets.
I look fucked up right there.
We were relatively...
I was definitely drunk and roaming the streets.
We were definitely a little drunk.
I wasn't, like, stumbling over drunk.
No, I said a little drunk.
I would say the whole time, like, I drank a good amount on some of these days, and I never got, like, loopy, you know? I was just kind of, like, having a good... I think I've reached, like, adult levels of alcohol tolerance where I don't really, like, get too goofy or anything.
Yeah, we just had a good time.
Just having a good time drinking.
It was very fun.
It was a blast.
It was a great Halloween. Oh, yeah, and here we were going home. Oh,
it's
the
Joker!
I'm
the Joker, baby!
Oh, God. There he is. There he is. Yeah, there he fucking is. It's the Joker!
I'm the Joker, baby! And then one of those bunny girls walking in front of us, one of the young Japanese police officers, like, went out of his way to walk next to her and try to lay down the game.
He was trying.
Yeah.
Wait, I almost got her. There she is.
He was like, ooh.
He was like, oh, hi.
Which there was like 50 billion fucking Japanese police officers controlling the flow of traffic.
Holy shit.
They did
I've
a great
never
job,
seen
you
so
know?
many police officers in my life.
The police actually doing an adequate job of crowd control.
They were like actually really good at it.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Just having everyone shuffle along. They shut down the whole scramble and had like a really specific order for everyone to walk to stay organized. It was pretty good.
Yeah, they did a great job. Oh. And this was the other stall y'all pissed in that night.
Random public stall. That was nice. That was just a public bathroom.
This was just on the way back from the train to our room.
Yeah.
But again, hilarious little saloon door just covering the butt. I love it. It's so good. Makes me laugh. Some fucking 7-Eleven breakfast. Oh, don't mind that. And then the next day we went to Akihabara, and this was Marcus's last day.
Yeah.
Which was sad.
This is the Akihabara day.
I got some coffee. Oh, and then we went and got fluffy pancakes from the little fluffy pancake place. And we met up with one of Nate's
That was in another
buds.
mall. Yeah, we met up with somebody at Nate's. And we got them big fuck off because that was my yam
yours.
pancake. That was pretty good. Yeah, now I remember.
That's a lot.
My yam cake.
Oh yeah.
Motherfucking yam. It was a lot. It was extra. Yeah. But you know,
it was yam season though. The yams were out in force.
It was yam time.
It was fucking yam time.
I was slam yams. Slam yam.
I got the plain fluffy pancakes.
Yeah,
because,
also adequate.
I enjoyed these quite a bit. Oh, here it is. This is the picture. Oh fuck! Hang on. Ah, no, go away. I don't want to adjust it. I just want to.
Oh my god, they will just not shut the fuck up in this game. It's almost 2 hours we've been recording this, and they have not stopped talking this entire time in the game. That's what I'm saying. It's obnoxious. Oh yeah, there's me playing a little game. With my Gundam hat on.
The Pokemon slider game.
Yeah.
Which is placed at the height of,
literally,
as you can see, a little Japanese child
toddler who
playing with Victor on this game. Which I thought was a beautiful...
It was hilarious.
Transposition of...
and this one, like, usually they have a little chair in front of the game, so this one I had to, like, literally crouch, and it was very painful.
Yeah, he was
because
crouching.
it's designed for a little toddler to play.
Let's see. I don't have anything lower. That's just... Yep.
Oh, man, I was like, I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna play the game, you know? I'm here.
He did play this game with this child.
I want to play the game.
It was a scary.
This was a great toy store
doll.
too, because we went around this toy store. They had like way more Pokemon than the fucking Pokemon store had.
At the time.
So I almost got some of those, but I was like, we're getting too much stuff, you know.
Yeah.
You got to parse out the stuff so that you're not overloaded.
Right. They had a ton of Gunpla here.
Yeah.
Oh, they had this pop up from Taco P's Original Sin, which was really strange. I'd never seen this pop up parade figure before. Very weird, obscure manga choice.
Yeah. It's always the most in-depth stuff that you find in the most random places. There's some VR demos.
Yeah, I gotta play VR in the mall.
They really let you play the shit out of them VR demos, though.
Nice.
It's pretty cool.
And so.
And I got a headache doing that immediately, of course.
Of course, because you played VR.
Yeah, because I played VR at a fucking mall.
Yeah, that goes without saying.
Yeah.
And then we went to a cat cafe.
Cat cafe! Yay!
This was super fun. This cat cafe was way better than the cat cafe we went to last time.
Yeah, because there was no cat hogger.
Yeah, there was no cat whisperer there hogging all the cats. It was like just us.
Yeah. And we were in there for a while, then we were reaching the limit of the time, and Nate was, like, frantically trying to get us out because he didn't want to be charged the overtime fee. And I'm, like, literally staggering as long as I can to try to see, because they were like, this is a special event, we're going to feed the cats. This is a special big deal that we only do once a day. Twice a day. And I was like, I have to see the special cat feeding event. We didn't get overcharged. It was fine.
It was fine, yeah. We got to see them eat, and we took a quick picture.
Yeah. Do you have a picture of them doing the eating?
I do.
Okay. We'll scroll over to it.
Well, I'm working on it.
Yeah, there's lots of good cats.
There's lots of good
Oh, yeah, because we had a special cat.
There was a special cat event
that was our
before the
best
special
friend.
cat event.
Yeah. That we didn't like at first, but then it became our favorite cat later.
So, at this place, there's a little setup where you can buy different treats to feed the cats.
Yeah.
And there was one cat who was particularly motivated to pay attention to you once you had these treats. And it's this little orange cat that you're seeing on screen that Michelle is feeding. This cat, as soon as anyone came near those boxes, on top of the box, like, ready, fucking looming over, ready for snacks. Just on top of it, like white on rice. And this cat was all over anyone who had the snacks. And so they were hogging the snacks, and we were just like, oh my god, this cat. She's such a scrounger. Like, she's
we called her Scrounger
all up on the fucking snacks.
Scrounger.
So Scrounger was just like, everyone else was asleep and they didn't really care. But Scrounger was like so in for it, like just like, oh my god. There were so many cute cats here, by the way. Oh, they had the Kire Kire soap like Haritsu uses. If you watch Haritsu on TikTok.
Haritsu is a nightmare on TikTok.
I love Haritsu.
But check it out, boys.
Haritsu,
if you want to be highly
rots
disturbed.
Food in his house and then recooks it and eats it.
Yeah, it's great. It's fucked.
I love it.
He's been getting bad with that shit. He makes a dish out of a bunch of like little moths. And it's
the
just,
mop
like,
dish is legendary.
And he like fucking vomits that shit up. It was so disgusting.
Legendary moths.
Oh god.
There were a lot of cute cats here though.
Yeah, cute cat.
Look at that chicken leg. You got a little chicken leg now.
Yeah, chicken leg cat.
Oh, it's so cute. Oh, this guy was cute too, though. This cat also liked to get treats. Let me see if I can. Oh my god. Can I please? Let me zoom. This cat. Oh my god. Ugh. It's like it's too long.
Cat.
So
yeah, there's one of those little munchkins. Yeah, he was my friend.
This guy was
hanging
real
out with
sweet.
me the most, and he liked to play with the little toy.
Yeah.
He spent a lot of time hanging out with me.
He was a good guy.
He was my favorite.
Very cute. Very cute cat.
Yeah.
So here, Victor had gotten a couple more treats, and Scrounger had climbed up onto his shoulder in order to get to the treats more efficiently.
That was super fun.
So, we got this cat up on Victor's shoulder, going crazy.
Oh my god.
This cat was so just
And, like,
determined.
you're not supposed to pick up the cats or anything, so it's like, I want to make it clear that I didn't do this
did
on
not
purpose,
pick
and
the
the
cat
cat is
up.
just doing this.
She just wanted to be up here. Oh, here you go.
Nice.
Here she is riding on Victor's shoulders.
Whee!
And so Victor,
I'm like walking
you
around.
took her over to
Yeah, to the little
cat
the
tree.
bridge. It's like, there you go, get up there.
So she had been like so up in our shit the whole time. Oh, this was the feeding.
The
This was
feeding
frenzy.
frenzy.
You can see it's all the cats lined up, and they're snacking. And I
Yeah.
snuck this shot from the bottom of the stairway.
Yeah, we like went back up the bottom of the stairs to see the cat.
because we were
feeding.
technically not supposed to be there. But I was
Yeah.
like, well, I gotta get a picture.
Yeah, I
of
was
all
like,
these
if
cats
we just get Nate to
eating.
start the checkout process, then
Right.
we'll be fine.
Then
you
we're
know?
good to go.
He doesn't care about seeing the cats, and we do. Let him go out, start the checkout, then we'll sneak our
And then
pictures
we'll
of the
sneak
cats.
in there and be like, yeah, we totally left. It's fine.
Yeah.
But this cat cafe had a gashapon where you could get pins of all the different cats.
Yeah.
Each cat had their own pin. So I was like, well, I gotta get a pin. So I did the gashapon, and I got the pin for Scrounger, whose name we
Yeah.
discovered was actually Rin.
Rin.
So we ended up having a nice little keepsake to remember Rin by,
Yeah.
who ended up being actually very charming in her own somewhat obnoxious way.
It was very nice.
She's very sweet and very cute. And Victor was trying to get her to do tricks for the treats, but she wasn't really having it.
Yeah. Well, I wanted to get her to cross the bridge, and she ended up going down the
She
post
went down the cat tree.
and then up the other cat
back
tree.
up the other side, which smart.
So
I
she
mean,
kind of did it. She just didn't do it in a way.
she did
that
it in the most
was
cat-like
obvious.
way
Yeah.
possible, which is to do it her own way.
All right. So I feel like I want to take a break because I got to pee real bad, and I
Okay.
think we should get dinner. And
Yeah,
I
I'm
really
hungry.
want to stop the recording and make this and go on to a second part because the more it's going, the more nervous I am that something's gonna go wrong. So
Okay.
we'll see you guys
Yeah,
in
I'm
part
hungry,
2.
So that works.
And we're taking a break. Bye.